Take care, guys.
Hey guys, happy Friday afternoon, 2 o'clock, couple hours left as we head into that long weekend. Hope you're looking forward to, an extended break. Back on Tuesday are we, but until then, let's get you set and ready for the final couple hours of the week. It's been a positive one for stocks, 2 in a row to start the brand new trading year. As we head towards the close, we are back to positive territory. For all three U.S. markets here, 0.14 right now for the S&P, 0.15 for the Dow. It is the NASDAQ that's leading 0.25% after being down about 0.8 at one point today. We will take it to wrap up the week. Again, 0.25% back higher, 1% here in Toronto for the TSX, largely on the back of a 1.7% gain for crude oil this afternoon. Energy stocks leading the way for Toronto anyways. Bitcoin, 2.5% right now, positive on the day. That was up about 3% at one point, 0.6 downside now for Ethereum. So we have had a bit of a choppy session. Depending on what time frame you're looking at. Here we go. That is the S&P 500 right now, 0.17, holding on to decent gain anyways. Industrials up here in the left, top left corner typically means that it's the most influential group right now on the overall market. A lot of negativity in this right now, so limiting the overall gains for the overall market. In the capital goods group, transportation names have been pretty weak all day. Delta leading. We're going to talk about Delta coming up here. Its earnings were okay, kind of in line with expectations, or a little bit higher even, but it was the capacity forecast out this morning from Delta that was not good, saying they are not going to get to 2019 levels when basically all the other U.S. carriers have already done so. Financials, positive on the afternoon. Nice to see. Healthcare stocks, positive on the afternoon. Nice to see. A lot of the positivity, though, coming from this group. This is consumer discretionary outside of Ford, GM, and Tesla, all among the leaders as far as individual decliners are concerned. But 2.8 here for Amazon, Target, and Etsy, also all 2+% back to the upside. There's that MNST. We have a week ahead video coming out this weekend. Going to talk a little bit about Monster Beverage with an event coming up next week. Materials and healthcare stocks, as I mentioned, positive. Hope your afternoon is going well. Hey, it's Friday. How could it be bad, right? Let's get into a bit of a discussion as to what we were looking at. If you joined us in the pre-market, as always, we'll kick it off with a review to see how we did, what we can do better tomorrow as far as the individual trades that were available to you. Shawn's going to lead us this afternoon with a look at one of his trades.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, it's your trade of the day, and it's brought to you by Day Trade the World. Make sure you hit that QR code below and start your prop floor today. All right, look, this is going to be really, really simple, and I tweeted this out earlier. It was all about patience for me, and it's about Apple, right? We had Apple on our sticky note, and the important thing I want to talk about here is waiting for an opportunity to strike, and when it does, you kind of want to go a little harder than normal because you have a level in mind. So just real quickly here, I'll discuss what we did early. I can't stay out of the game, you know that. So we start to scalp a little bit off here early. We knew we wanted Apple because, again, I have the market up right here. It's only up 0.2, but we had quite the roller coaster today, especially off the open. We were pretty red today early on. The sticky note was littered with shorts, and actually we made a pretty decent amount of money going short. We're now long Meta as we speak this, and we're short Apple. But nice little climb up, then nice move, and right now we're topping out again. Let's watch to see what this NASDAQ does. We did have 11.5 on our mind, but okay. So all we did for Apple, and I'm going to go over here as let's go Apple back down to 134. I think I have a 134.01 print coming there. Hopefully I get filled. I don't know. I hope I do right now as we watch out for that. But what we want to do is we want to go short on Apple. Why? The market was down, and then when we came in today, we noticed here at the beginning that Apple was well off against the market, right? So Apple was down about that 1% and starting to trend lower here. So for me, I wanted to short Apple, and where did we pick the spot? I put a couple lines up here. This was yesterday's top, this 134 right here. That's the first line. And again, there is a lot of up and down spaces here. That's up to 134.20. So now let's talk about this a little bit more. As the market rips up, this is where it's very key for me. We actually cleared out of everything here. Then we shorted again 133.50 against these kind of wicks here, against this top where we sort of lasted yesterday, 133.50. That wound up working. We get them all out near 130, 133, I guess. So that was actually a pretty decent trade, just taking 20 cents, 15 cents, things like that. But then this is where it really gets exciting for me. Now, I have multiple ins. But you don't have to have that. We already called 134. So when it comes up to 134 again, 1, 2, 3, and then we just start scalping it out again. So these are literally like 134.90, 134.95 outs. Some of these 80s, 70s, 60s, our best out 40. And then we're trying our best to hold on. And that's what means to me, is to wait, to hold on to it. I'm going to express when we lost. Oh, I guess I didn't get that 134 print. Hopefully it does come in. But then look at this fade back down. Then we take a 133 fill. So right there, 70, 80, 90 cents in the money and bouncing off of VWAP. Then it takes VWAP and goes down to the downside. We let it bounce around again, and it bounces this time off the 200 period. So we get another piece out, and now we're flat. So we're like, okay, we're out of Apple. That's fine. We've seen it bounce. If it went down there, I'd be pretty sad, and it would be a different story because we wouldn't have anything back on. But then it drifts all the way back up. And I was even saying on the midday show, guys, wait for 134, wait for 134. But this time, 134 wasn't that great. We had to take the short up here. We finally get out when it takes this 20, but we don't get out of everything. We're still holding on to a little bit because we have that secondary fill there, right? So these are losses. Like when you're going short 134.90 again, and you get out when it breaks 20, it's a 20-cent hit. But the thing is, we've already absorbed the money from Apple. So we're already fine. We can afford some hits. This is going to happen to you. But we still holding on. We short again. We get some out now, get some out. Now we're going to wait for 134 to break. So if this comes back to the downside, what's happened is, you know how you go pivot points, you go support 1, resistance 1, pivot points, things like that. That's kind of why we have 3 levels here. This 134.40 goes back to yesterday. Sorry, that's today's top, and that's that wick top. So that's where we put that next line in. If we get broken at the top there, then hopefully it fades back, and that's that wick top. So we're always looking for those little structures. If there's a way to there it is, yes, sir. Spin the money right now, because that's the fill right there, 134. I told you we just got it. So we're short up here now, 20. So we're making that 20 cents back that we lost on that first short there, right? So we're trying to get this money back in from Apple, but it's your trade of the day because it was patience. If we had sure, we made money here, that's fine. But if we wait for this to come to 134 and take one good trade, you take the one trade at 134, look where it drops down to. You actually get more than $1 on that trade. So although I scalped it out, I can't change who I am. The point is, well, I could. The point is that you wait for that trade. It's on the sticky note. It's yesterday's big level. It's your trade of the day, and it's Apple.
And a good one for Apple and all the tech stocks back to the upside. Right now, including the NASDAQ, as we mentioned, trying to lead the way for the overall market. Higher on the afternoon. That's a link to the watch list, guys. Make sure you grab that if you haven't done so already. Join the 30,000 getting that for free every single day. Just hit that link, enter your email address, and that's it. Wish it was more complicated, and then it just shows up every day. Yeah, Tim Cook, a 40% pay cut was approved for Tim Cook this year. He has to deal with a measly $35 million salary for the next 12 months. So poor Tim Cook. He'll be fine. Apple, though, a great move trying to lead the overall market, as we said, back to day highs as we are here right now, back to positive territory. We'll get into a few other things that we were discussing this morning. It was all about the banks to kick things off on a Friday. We get underway officially, with earnings season. We get JPM, Wells Fargo, among others, Citigroup, BAC as well. For the most part, they were downside pre-market, but we did get an attempt, at least, guys, for some of these banks to rally.
An attempt? I'd say they made a rally. I mean, JPM was insane. Up 2% on JPM. Now, don't get me wrong.
I cannot believe that move.
I like the dip buy on JPM, but it didn't come to my price. I never got that long. I tried one short off 141 and then just got the heck out of Dodge. I sort of felt that maybe it had gone too far, and JPM was the one I liked. Wow is the only word for it. What I would say is this had support on the daily at the 50 period. And this is a good sign for the market when you have, the loss provisions were bigger than expected. And it wasn't a perfect report by any stretch of the imagination, but when the market accepts it this way, it's usually a pretty decent sign. The real test will be, can it have a follow through when the earnings are done for the bank names, or is this just like a one-day sort of catch everybody the wrong direction and there's no continuation? That'll be key. But man, at least it got out of the way of it at the high of the day. It was an unreal long. There's nothing I can say. I'm almost speechless with how strong this was. No part of me thought it was gonna move $9 from the bottom. I just didn't think that was gonna happen on JPM. But good for the banks. This will probably be good for Morgan Stanley, which I don't think is necessarily going to have the prettiest quarter, so I want to see this work well for them. The market's trying to make some moves off these highs, and I got some, like, here, there's Coinbase. I got Carvana, which had a weird stacked bid, that thing Shawn was showing you guys in the afternoon.
Oh, it's
Somebody was doing it again, where they have like those big orders all over the bid, back and forth. So I saw that happen at like 670. If I see it again, I might get some shares out of CVNA. But I'm looking for coin to break 48, and then I think it could flush to the downside. I don't think I'll be trading the banks in the afternoon. They're too far gone, and I don't want to short these off the top.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even, all day today, man, Apple, AMD. I just want to talk about it because I just did that. Thank you for the nice talk there. Oh, you guys want to see the back? This is what it is. I just read the chat. I'd rather be trading. So you guys can pick up your merchandise as well. It's my favorite. We actually stole that slogan from somewhere, but we're not going to say where.
I still have that shirt.
Copyright infringement.
It's not copyright infringement. It is copyright.
No, it's not. I mean, now that I just highlighted it.
No, but it actually isn't. That's not.
But anyways, all right. All right, let's go. I just want to talk about it because Apple is dropping down a little bit here. So oops, get this off. We already did that. Thanks for all the nice words in the chat, by the way. We just got a 95 fill there, so we're getting lighter on it. And then just because we talk about the chips all the time, I mean, let's. This is a good fill right here, man. Look at this, 70. This is as I'm doing the trade of the day, by the way. It's ripping up there. That was right at 2 o'clock. We get a 71 fill. Look at that. Look, this is what we're talking about when you're like a sniper, right? You're sitting down there and you're just waiting for something to happen. Look at me wait. Look at the patience. Look at the pace. Like, we don't start shorting it until 85, 86. Take it down, and now we're just really having a pretty good time here with this trade. And then Meta as well. I went long Meta right here. I mean, this is going to be a good trade too, off the 200 period. Unfortunately, I did not do the same thing I did on the other ones, and that was get out when we went to the top again. So here comes Meta. Meta relatively strong compared to all the rest, so I'm happy holding this long against some of these other shorts. But now that I see AMD doing this, I'm going to punch another, there it is, punch another piece out at 50, and then Apple's always on my mind as well. Down here, now it's back above, so we'll put another bid at 06, get a piece out, as there it is. We are short at 23. We'll take another piece out there. We just got a 93, but I just want to go over that. Bank earnings, super impressive, man. You highlighted JPM. Wells Fargo is another name. I mean, all the banks today, back to positive. Back to positive. What am I even talking about? Look at this.
Unbelievable.
What earnings problems? I mean, this was just an absolute, all right, so the market, we got hit on WFC, made that bottom at 40 bucks, and it's just like, all right, well, that's a nice story. Straight out, like, this was $40 to 44, 10% move. Wells Fargo was down, now you're only up 3, but that's a huge move. BAC, a huge move. So, like, me holding on to Goldman, holding on to JP Morgan, very, very nice. Let's see, does Goldman Sachs follow that move today? Yeah, I know Goldman sucks. Yeah, but they don't actually because it's making money for me. So Goldman's good. But there you go, 363 up to, again, another $10 move straight to the upside. So let's see, we have banks on tilt, on tap. Yeah, coming on Monday with Morgan Stanley and
who's left?
And Goldman Sachs.
Goldman, yeah.
And then some of the regional banks come a little bit after that. So
nobody cares about
yeah, should be really fun here as we're getting ready to rock and roll. Family's coming, man. I'm gonna have, we're not gonna cheat or anything like that, but at about 3:30.
I got everything. It's like a convenience store.
You got
the bananas.
I was worried about the lollipops. So the lollipop. So
they give out, when you go to Duff's is like the hottest wing you can eat in Toronto. They give out lollipops if you don't want to do milk, because apparently that's supposed to be good after. Not that anything is going to help us with
the
this.
worry with the lollipop for me is it's a saliva, because then all of a sudden it's like now you're just kind of like mixing it around.
I don't think we're going to be worried that much.
I'm not that worried. I'm more ready.
We have yogurt in the fridge. Someone just said you guys are missing the yogurt. That's in the fridge. You keep it in the fridge. We're ready. Yeah, dairy
remains cold.
Yeah.
So. All right, and the thing is, we have 2% milk, and then we have 10% cream. So
we've got to make sure we fill up the.
I'm doing the milk.
Fill these up.
I'm not drinking. Oh, and I have an update too. Sharif is joining us for the hot chip challenge.
No, he's not. Brendan joining would be that'd be a story.
He said he'll cover for us.
If Brendan joins, that's a story.
We're ready to rock and roll. Please, guys, Google it, see how dramatic this is, and join us if you can. We can't get these chips here in Canada, but if you guys can run to your convenience store, do it, take a picture, take a video, send it to us, and we'll tweet it back out there. So where's the beers? Yeah, that is a good point. We should be out. Maybe if I was a little tipsy, then this would go down a little smoother.
Beer is not the best. It's not the best solution when it comes to
pre-drink is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you just get
But
so
then your stomach would.
gets so sauced. That's not gonna. Trust me, that's not a good idea. That's probably not gonna help.
Like the chip is literally like this is not a small. This is the whole size. Like it is literally like it's just to give you.
Just save it for the close, man.
This is full. This is a huge chip. No,
We got problems.
no, Brad.
We got problems.
Brad.
Ice cream sandwiches. I like the ideas that are coming in the chat. By the way,
Well, send some ice cream
the
sandwiches.
chat's probably going to be on fire today, pun intended. But just a reminder, if you're watching this and you're like, hey, I want to join in and give ridiculous ideas, you have to be a subscriber to be in the chat. Because otherwise, it's like we had the chat, it was open to everybody, and it got out of hand. So it's a subs-only chat. Just take a second, hit the subscribe, and then you can talk trash to us in the chat.
Also, go to TraderTV Live, man. You can find our address. Someone wants to send us. Someone sent us donuts last time. Hey, man, congratulatory ice cream sandwiches might be nice. I don't know where to get them from, but that might be fun.
Maybe just a convenience store.
Anyways, we've got. I don't want to tell people to do anything.
No,
but whose pen is this? Is this yours?
My pen. That's mine.
Oh, the contract pen. That's right. So Fahad, and this is for you, Liz, if you're watching this. Fahad wants us to sign this contract right here. So it's an agreement between Trader TV Live and Fahad. So it talks about his daughter in here and everything. Yeah, we're going to sign this right now. So there it is right there. Here it is right here. The date and there. All right. We're good to go.
That.
So Fahad is now in to the challenge. It's going to be a great time.
How do you dignify that with a signature? Oh, goodness.
It's done, man. It's done. So let's go, man. We're signing up Fahad. It's going to be a great one. But over to Brendan as we talk more about something called stocks and, I don't know, some company named Tesla, run by some billionaire. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but let's go figure out
name?
exactly what Tesla is. What's up, Brendan?
For anyone with a countdown, we should have had a countdown. 90 minutes, guys. Actually, there's less than that. 3:45, we'll get going with the Hot Chip Challenge. So about 89 minutes away. So make sure you're here with us. If you're not already, then doesn't matter. Let's talk about a little one first. BTCM just popped up here, 44% to the upside. Huge move right now on pretty heavy volume as well, little one. This is one of those recent reverse stock splits just starting to go once again this afternoon. So heads up on that. I misspoke earlier on Apple as well. His Tim Cook's salary cut by 35 million. So he'll have to deal with 49 million instead this year instead of higher than that, obviously. This was the note on Tesla this morning joining China, or they cut prices earlier in the week in China, joining that with European and US price cuts up to 20% right across the board. And this was all an effort to be eligible for that $7,500 tax credit available. I just saw another alert here for this one. But yeah, what do we think with Tesla here, guys? With 90 minutes and counting left.
Easy on these countdowns.
Why does it sound like this is like 90 minutes, and then you guys shall feel the wrath of the Carolina Reaper and the scorpion.
It's a scorpion pepper and the capsin or whatever, however you pronounce it. That's the stuff that gets you. Look, Tesla 120. That was a level I liked. It broke. I got out of my short that I thought could have been a big move, and then it was probably the right time to get out of Dodge. It's got this overhead 120, 150. I think Luca was talking about this level, our best friend Luca, who's not doing the challenge. This 121.5, it does feel like it's fantastic resistance here, so maybe we can work off that level. It is a fail that he's not doing it. They're the ones that hyped it up. But can I skip just for a second on Tesla to point out neg? Because I'm actually looking for the long in this. I'm about to get out of CVNA, which is breaking that 705 level. But neg, this looks pretty solid on the breakout tip here. It's basically past everything you'd look for bag holding on these obvious levels, and then it's got like 3 next to go. So like above 250, I kind of like that consolidation to put in. I'm gonna look for a 250 dip buy if I can get it. As NEGG make some power moves to the upside, up 80%. Tons of volume, by the way, 40 million. So liquidity is not a problem when it comes to neg.
All right. I'm posting something that I'm putting somebody on blast, and he's gonna find out.
What's in pepper spray?
Very, very soon. Who exactly it is? I gotta edit this tweet though, because actually, hold on a second. I'm just gonna undo it. I spelled challenge wrong. Oh, I didn't put the E in the one chip.
You got to say it like challenge.
One chip challenge.
Challenge.
Okay. All right. So I'll just send it now so that he can see. All right. So yeah, Tesla today this morning. Look, we looked at it. We thought that we were going to have a nice little trade here against the short, which doesn't seem to be the right call here today. You know, we wanted to go short in front of 120, so it was pretty easy for us to do this. We actually got a great fill early. I mean, it doesn't turn out to be great because we could have got 118.50 early, but it goes up to 118.50. We had the 117.50, so we did have to hold this $1 or so against us. Our first take was out before this happened. So we get short, we get out for 50 cents, fine. We let it go $1, then it drops, and that's where we took $1.20. So that's a 116.30. So risk to reward, this first trade is spot on, and it's exactly the kind of stuff that I want to do. We hold it $1 against us, we take $1.20, and we get out of half first. So that's absolutely perfect. Then we get that 118.50 off that level right there. We take the same thing. We take out half there again for 50 cents. The exact same play. We're like, oh, okay, this is working out. But now we waited for all the way down here. That doesn't happen. Then this is where we get into trouble. Short 118, we're already short there. Short 119, short 119.50, that's it. And then we took one little out for flat there. Well, that was a little bit of a winner, or for flat. And then we get blown out on the top because it takes out 120. And this is the thing about Apple. This is the thing about all the trades here. And again, despite all the experience I have, I still make stupid decisions. But when you break key levels, look at this. We talked about it on Bed Bath & Beyond. We talked about it on Carvana. It happens on big stocks, on little stocks. Like, when you break a key level like that, look at that first push. It actually extends all the way to 122 right there on that first push. That's a $2 clean move in just a matter of minutes. You don't even get that anywhere else today. You're only getting that when it breaks through there. Then it makes its way back, bounces off VWAP, and the rest is history to the upside. So wish we would have rebought it. A great day for Tesla. The only thing is, you're still, I'm going to call the 20-minute chart up here. You're still running into this problem right here, 125. You got to break through 125 before we get going. So that's something that I'm looking at. Meta's right back to 137, debating taking this guy out as well, as the market right here is back down, crossing below its 50 period. What's going on over there?
No, Pratt made a poll. Just So, here's the poll that's up there, by the way.
The love of Mon?
So I have to give some context to this. Who dummy? You calling us dummies? We're dummies for doing this. Who will be the last one standing before eating yogurt or anything after the challenge?
Anything.
Shawn the People's Trader, Neil the Love of Mine. That's from Shaba Ranks. You guys don't know who that is. Shaba.
Hey.
And then Fahudi, the one and only. Okay, I mean, that's one of his nicknames. I guess you can go with that one if you want. Right now, you can probably guess who is in last place. Fahad, of course, it's like 21% for Fahad. You're in last place, bro.
Oh,
they're not feeling you, Fahad. But I just want to go. Neg is absolutely breaking out. I want to try and get some in front of, like, I might have to pay up to like 65 or 70 here.
Okay, here's what I tweeted out. Who wants @TraderPrad to join us in the one chip challenge?
I'm raising both hands.
Yes.
100%.
He's Indian. He should have initiated this challenge. I'm just reading. I shouldn't read this because I can't.
That's high. I mean,
me. So there we go. So it's starting up right now. I just put this out. A lot of responses on here already. So there it is, man. Full gun salute.
I'm getting sick. I gotta go home.
Oh, yeah. Prada.
Sit your ass back down in that
got
chair,
a hole
bro.
in his Christmas sweater. He's gonna go.
You better come back
there,
over here.
Let's see. So there it is, man. We're gonna see.
They want you, Brad.
We have an extra chip.
They want you.
That's all. We got an extra chip.
They want
we sent
you.
it out. Stephanie needs 10 grand, and no one sent that through, so that's not happening. And then
yeah, well, that's not.
And Randy, snowstorm.
I knew Randy wasn't coming today.
Snowstorm.
So
I
literally yesterday in the morning.
I mean, the weather is.
Yeah, he was laying the groundwork. He's like, "There's a storm coming. I don't want to drive." And like, once someone starts with that, you know it's over. You know it's whatever, man. Like, ounce of snow is on the ground. That guy's not showing up. So I'm now into this new egg thing. Egg at 265 here. What did I get? Oh, I did get 265. So it did just get to 75. I just want the last breakout price into the long. Give it to like 250. See how far it can go. And yes, we're going to go through the rest of this. And I'm not waiting to the end. I'm short space again. So I got that one to the short side for like the umpteenth time today.
Just having a look at QuantumScape, guys. QuantumScape up quiet, 8.3% today. Just took out day highs. So a nice look for QS. I was just having a look at I mean, this one does have a short interest involved in it. Might have been the reasons for yesterday's rally, but nice look for QS as well. Let's go on. Delta with earnings today, not following suit with some of the other airlines in raising their capacity forecast and bookings forecast going into the new year, saying that they're going to fall short of 2019 levels for DAL this year.
Pratt does it, Fod and Pratt both doing it, someone has to switch the show.
Justin knows how to switch.
We'll try and figure someone out, because if Pratt does it, we need someone to actually switch the show.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's my bad.
We'll figure it out. I'll get to Delta. Look, Delta, this will go on.
Arun is also in the building.
Arun's here. We tried to talk him into doing this. He just didn't. It is what it is. You don't really force Arun to do much of anything. It's just you ask him, and then when he says no, it's
you ask him politely. He's like, no. And he's like, okay.
What are you gonna do? Arm wrestle a guy for it? Like, I like my arm too much. Yo, Sharif.
Absolutely,
if Sharif beats Arun in an arm wrestle, the loser has to do the challenge. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'd pay to see that. But look, Delta quickly here, because we're doing the rundown. I like the short top 38. I shorted off 38. It went to 37.50. Come to my chart for a second, Prad. Can we get this one out? Hey, Prad. Can we come to my chart? I just want to get this out of the way because there's not going to be a trade on Delta. It was a good short off the open into VWAP. It broke 38, and since then, look at the absolute wall it's holding at that price. It's just barcode action off this 38 level. Unless you want to scalp 5 or 10 cents on Delta, I don't see a trade for you this afternoon. If it breaks down, I get excited about this. So if we break like 37.80 support, maybe we get the flush back in. I didn't think it was a fantastic report, but it seemed to want to go anyways. Guess it did gap down too far. The new position I just put on, Newegg there. I'm going to go back over to it just to quickly show you. If it gets to high a day, I want to get some out highs. I want to get some out in front of $3 and then try and hold the rest to see how far this one can go, because there's so much room on the daily chart for it to go further. So we'll ring the register on that. And then as I say about getting stubborn, actually we'll talk about Virgin Galactic because it's apparently on here in 2 seconds. So
back to Brennan, because I didn't even look at airlines today.
I just noticed Bed Bath & Beyond, guys, just made a day low and tried to bounce there off $4 once again. So still 176 million shares today. I was still watching this QS as well. But here's BBBY. Gave you a nice fade off 5 this morning out of the gate. But all these back on watch this morning, including GameStop, including AMC. Those two, anyways, were both pretty quiet on the day. But that was $5 right there for BBBY, now down 23%. I guess we're over already, whatever the past couple of days was.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm going to talk.
I think we could still go.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead with Carvana. I have Bed Bath & Beyond.
So that says AMC and GameStop, but like right now, it's Carvana and Bed Bath & Beyond. Like those are the squeeze stocks. And at the open, I shorted at the open. I got stopped almost instantly. This is the thing. Like I said, 750. Let's allow it to get to that 750 level, and then promptly shorted 25. I'm like, that's ridiculous. Gave a wick top and then shorted 750. That worked to $7. I trailed it out at 720. It's like, okay, fantastic. We followed our rules. We kind of went 1 for 2, but we actually were up on it because it was a tight stop on the first. I shorted a third time. I didn't like that call. Reversed at 760 into the long, scalped that, and then started working along on the way back. And that's where I took the hit, trying to get the big breakout to $10. It capitulated into a halt in the afternoon. And since that move, I've been scalping short 670 to 650. I scalped short 90s, whisking 10 cents. I'm now short at 90s, trying to get some more in front of this 705. There's a random guy sitting on the offer at 705. Hasn't been filled. I'm going to jump in front of that order, stop out at 705. I've been taking 675 whenever we can get it. If we start breaking back up, the key level here, if you break this 705, I think there's room into like 750. So that's going to be a very, very tight stop into this cluster at said 705. That Newegg stock, by the way, got to 285 and already starting to pull back in. So it's not at 3 just yet.
All right, right now, Meta right now. Let's go, man. Let's hit that for Meta. Meta all the way up now. We're just rocking this trade as it's taking out 137, debating getting this out. But the thing is, the futures are now ripping topside. So looks like we've got to turn this bear around because it's now bullish as we're starting to bounce off the 50 period. We were just talking about being below the 50 period, but there's a nice little take to the upside. So we're letting our Meta ride a little bit here. And then we are getting close. Good outs for Apple. I really can't complain. They're pretty happy where we were able to get them them out. Now you're right back to the top. I'm not going to reshort any of these plays. And also AMD, I mean, come on, man. I mean, that's exactly what we're doing. This is exactly how we trade. Go short, get out when we start breaking these lines, hold for more, get it, boom. Good trade right there. Bed Bath & Beyond, a flat. Actually, we're positive on it today. Shouldn't say we're flat on it when we're actually up, so let's give ourselves a little bit of credit there, but not by much is the point. And that is that this is what I was talking about. Look at that 5 break. This is actually a 490 break. We waited. So this didn't happen in the morning, but we had this high of 570, 580. So what happened was we let the market fall back down, and that's exactly, you know, there's talk whether or not they're bankrupt or not. They're going to be filed, well, they already have. Whether or not they're going to be in those proceedings. Who knows what's going to happen with the common equity, right? I mean, we have that 57% short squeeze happening as well. Meanwhile, it's up about, what is it, 300% or something since the last week. It was 130 up to 5, so yeah, 3x plus on Forex, I guess, on that move. So up 400% in just over a week is Bed Bath & Beyond. So what a monster day. No surprise it comes back. But what we did was just take the break. We waited very patiently. It didn't happen until 10:45. We took the break through the 200 period, able to get some out. So that's 90 in, out at O's, then out again at 13, which was the high of the day there. We talked about that. Then when it broke back, we got out when it broke VWAP up at 72 or something like that. 70 fill. So we did take it out to 70 fill. So yeah, in and out there for Bed Bath & Beyond, not much happening. I said I wouldn't mind looking at this if we got back to some support or resistance. Well, right now, you're getting close to that. That's 360, 370 bottom from yesterday. So, you know, worth looking at that. If it breaks back down below 370, I feel like you're going to be in a lot of trouble there. So watch out for 370 break on Bed Bath & Beyond.
The note on Virgin Galactic from this morning, they're set to resume flight operations as soon as Q2. They finished all their upgrades and changes that they had to make after regulators stepped in, if you remember, in Q3 of last year. So space ends up being a bit of a choppy trade here, but holding top end of the range, guys, on the daily chart. So constructive, if nothing more, up 11.5 for space.
Yeah, this is actually going to be, if it holds $5 today, I'll be reluctant. I hate saying it, but I don't hate saying it. It's just if it holds $5 today, this actually bodes well for it in the short term, just because of what Brennan said. Like if you do look at the daily chart, holding above 5 gives it a break on basically sustaining this last breakout above the 50, and then sort of the last consolidation it holds above there, and that's pretty bullish. I came in thinking it's a sell the news type event, just given how far it had gone with the other squeeze stocks. That's where I leaned, and it started out pretty well. Like we shorted it, actually got all the way down into $5 off a 530 short, then reloaded way too early. I think I said this morning. It was like the dumbest thing ever. Instead of just waiting back for 530, I was like, oh, short the pop space. I want to be short all day long. I get in too early. It broke the high. Now that it's breaking down, when all the other meme names and squeeze names made that big flush, this was at 520, and it flushed with them a little bit. So I'm now shorting off of that area there. So on the way back up, I just want to take advantage of it was like a mini capitulation on every single one of these squeeze names at the same time that you had the halt down on Carvana. So those are levels I want to work off of for Virgin Galactic here. And if Carvana broke that 05, by the way, remember I said it's going to be a very, very tight stop because CVNA was tuning up at that level, and there was that big size. It's still New York. There was that big size. Yeah, I just stopped out real tight. This could be back at 750, starts to go. And if it goes, I think they're all going to get carried along together. That'll be, Space could go with it, Bed Bath & Beyond could go with it, but Carvana catching a bit of a bid here off after that down halt.
So Rob comes over here, but everyone's pointing it's like there's like doomsday countdowns on us right now. He's like
that's not
pointing to his watch. He's doing all this stuff, but shout out to Rob. Yeah, we're
Speaking of which, we need to organize a countdown. Like we need the
they're going to figure that out. I think Mark's working on it or something. We do have that. You know what, Rob? Do we have another one of those huge clocks like that we have up there?
So we can
something we could put on Brendan's desk that maybe shows a countdown, or we just disconnect. Where's that clock? Was it already disconnected? I don't even see it anymore. But anyways, that might be kind of cool if we had something like that just for a countdown or visually on the screen. Because we want to see. We have the poll up right now. And yeah, it's me and you. The Love-a-mon is right there as well. So we got Fahad, me, you. Here you guys can go ahead and vote on that one. So the challenge is you put said chip in your mouth, chew it, whatever the heck you want to do with it. And then it's how long can you have that chip before you reaching I guess drinking or eating something.
Someone asked why would we do this? It's like you just
that's
to get
a valid point.
So basically, we did a hot wings challenge. A viewer sent in who was a chef actually sent in his own hot sauces.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And it was they were delicious, and we did kind of
great.
like a hot wing challenge. And then shortly after that, someone in the chat simply said, hey man, if you guys get to 5,000, will you do the hot chip challenge? Now, I do hot food and spicy food, so I kind of just replied in the chat that day like, hell yeah, I'll do that. 5,000 likes, sure, why not? And then shortly after that, or maybe a few weeks after that, I actually looked up what the challenge was and realized the mistake that I had made. But I'd already said yes, and so we finally got to 5,000 likes. Thank you very much for Luca and Sharif doing that push in the midday show. So I was bound to do it because I'm a man of my word. And then Shawn, being my homeboy, said, okay, I'm not letting you do it alone, so now we're both going to do it. Fahad ran his mouth and talked about how easy it was going to be, so now he has to do it as well. And that's why we're doing it. Like we said we would. I would never be like, yeah, let's get to 5,000 likes and we're going to do this and then not do it. But I really did not know in advance. Like if I knew it was this bad, I'd have said 10,000 likes. Just being honest,
probably
man.
still would have got 10,000 likes.
Well, that's...
These guys are killing us every day here. Space
You say hot chip, and I'm like, yeah, well, how hot can it be?
Do we do Virgin Galactic? You already did it.
I'm in Virgin Galactic. I just got back.
Did you talk about it yet? I don't even know.
I said I'm short again.
Okay. All right.
Here, I'm going to scalp out in front of $5. I'm going to scalp some out in front of $5, but I already have a stop to add to this position if it breaks 5 even. It's like a little flat bottom break here. So I'll be taking more shares in the event that it breaks 5 to the downside. I want this neg to go. Newegg, man. Like, it just got up to 87, came back in, and I missed this dip buy because my entry price is 65, and for some reason I'm like, oh, I'll just bid 65 again. Didn't get that fill. Maybe I'll bid like 270 on a dip just to see if I can get it. So I want to get more back into this. If it goes back and forth before going to 3, I just want to take this long. What I love about the long sometimes is when you have this little flush back in and then it holds support, you're scared if you're short. Like if you're shorting this at 280 and it gave you that 10-cent move, then immediately it's right back. A lot of times like the shorts can get scared. I know because I do it all the time. So I'm looking for that long. I want to give it to 260 at least, give it some space, and then see if I can't like rinse and repeat some scalp trades, hold it to 3, hold a piece past 3, just because of how much room this has to go and how resilient it's been.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Like it's already chewed through these levels here, and there's a bunch of room into at least $3. So I want to see if we can get there.
All right, Rob has found a visual, so there will be a clock, a timer on the, we're going to plug it in. I don't want to say it's going to work, but it did find it's a nice one. It should be very easy. We can even put it on top. I was even thinking it could rest on top of the TV if there was a ledge there or on the desk, so it should be a lot of fun. Okay, all right. I have a new trade idea. So, turn off, yeah. Turn off. We're done right there. There it is. Off. See how that works? All right, so what about this? What about rate? Okay, so first of all, just update on a trade here because we just got taken out of a trade, and that was Meta. I got out at 80 break, so it broke the 50 period right there, and we got out. So we wound up getting a 74 print or so. So that was a nice little long or short there, or long, sorry, from 136.30 or so out right there. So we did take that. We should have got out at 137. We were sort of hoping that the market did have a chance to go upside, and we knew we wanted to be long Meta if that did happen. Unfortunately, Apple also got taken out at the high once we took that 40. It literally just took 40, and I got out, and then it drops back down, but that's okay. We're almost out of all of our trade. The one trade that we still have on board here, because it didn't go up to 71, of course, was AMD, and AMD right now, right back to VWAP, back to the 50 period right now on the 1 minute chart. So right there, 65. You see if we can get a 70 bid right here. We're on the bid right now. Hopefully, there it goes. So we're in that bunch right there. We still have a small piece left for AMD. But what about Netflix is what I was going to get at. Look at AMD's red on the day, right? Apple was flat or so on the day. Now you have Netflix up 1% on the day, and look what's look what's happening with Netflix right now. It is just coming right back in, right back. So I don't want this long. I want this long. I want the break of 34 here. So if we can resist this, I mean, we could go long now. The only thing is, I could see, especially if this market takes it, that we could flush down into here. So I mean, we could start the long. Why don't we just do that? Why don't we? I don't know. I don't want to just throw out trades just because
you seen
right
Roblox
now.
Today?
I had Roblox, so I had Roblox written on here as a short through 32. I'm going to imagine that's not even close to being working. We'll have a look at Roblox.
Well, everything's so strong.
Yeah,
but it's actually rolling over.
It's rolling over. Okay, so for right now, my idea, and I'm giving it to you. Either we break 334, which would be fine. If that happens, we'll go long. Or I want to try this 332.50 here. So let's see about a dip buy here. So if we can crack through 333, let's take like a 70 or 80 long somewhere in here on Netflix against this 332.50. So that's my temporary idea on that one.
Yeah, I want to go to RIVN for a second here, just because someone just said short Tesla. It's like, have you seen RIVN and Ford? Like, those are weak names. So here's RIVN. I was actually in this and had I think, too tight of a stop. And I'll get to Ford, because I guess we didn't really talk about that one. But RIVN's starting to curl back to the upside. I was scalping a little bit earlier, but I'm looking at like 16.5 in this VWAP area just for a bit of a retracement. Like, if it takes out 16 even, that feels like a decent flat bottom break. Ford was, if there was a missed opportunity, was looking at that price cut on Tesla to get the rebates and not just immediately realizing how bad that was going to be for Ford and GM. So now I'm looking for a potential break in either direction on Ford. Like Ford 1275, Ford, look how tight the range is. It has to move. It was a great long off 1250, but I don't think we see that again. I think if it starts breaking out again, that 1275 sets itself up. The market's going to have to cooperate because we're just sitting on the high and not wanting to really make any strong moves above it. If that happens, I think these breakouts can come into play. You want to have some plays in either direction here. What is that beeping?
It's Rob. Rob is setting up the timer, so it's fine.
It's a
clock. It's a clock. Sorry.
Okay.
But the clock has to have seconds on it.
I just hear like crazy beeping everywhere.
It has seconds. Okay. That's what I was saying. Can we do that?
Put the timer on the screen.
Yeah.
For the
we can do timer on the screen.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're not gonna. We're gonna be fine.
It's not rocket science here. Well, no one's last. Well, okay.
If it was, we'd be in.
A minute is a long time when it comes to this challenge.
Yeah, Neil will be rapping after the challenge.
Yeah, that's
as well.
not
Thank
going to
you very
happen.
much
You
for
can
that
wait
one.
for.
The request is from Go Explore here, Bobby Brown.
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They called the Ghostbusters and the in control. I know. You know what? How about this? There's a 0% chance that I will physically be able to rap after doing this. So let's be real for a second. You guys know that to be true. So next week,
obviously, your mind is going to be chaos as well.
Let me remember the Bobby Brown one, because I know the Ghostbusters one on our own. I know the one you're talking about. I'll do that next week or some other time. It's just, there's no chance, man. If I can even talk, I'll be impressed with myself. So, yeah, I'd love to, but I can't.
All right.
Yeah, Ray Parker Jr., that's it.
You know what could roll over here, too? Amazon. Amazon is great stock. I mean, it's up 3%. I mean, it's not a great stock. I mean, whatever you want to think about it. I mean, I hold Amazon, so. I hold everything. Amazon is 98 bucks, trying to break lower. What is that high wick that we just had right there on Amazon? It's not a wick, but what was that high? 98.35 or so. I'd have to hold this 30 cents against me. What is that? That's way better. Yeah, so, you know, I think this might make a little bit of sense to start a short here in Amazon. I mean, we got sort of blown out of, but I mean, look. Oh man, this market's really going to have to pull back for this to work, I feel like. I know we have that bad wick there. I'm going to edit that to make it look a little bit better, but we are finally breaking the 50 period. We haven't broke the 50 period the whole way back to 11:30. It looks like we're trying to break it right now. So yeah, let's go. I'm going to try to short this. If we get O2s, we'll get O2s. Shoot, we just missed it. Now we're short at O's. We'll get an O2 fill probably in a minute. We'll average this up, but I never want to be averaged in too much when we're going counter trend. So like right now, the market's up. Amazon is the best tech name today, like big cap tech name today that I can see anyways, up 3%. There might not be, I mean, Shopify's up 5%. There are a lot of the runners that are up huge, but those are running stocks.
Affirm's up more than that.
Affirm, that's, yeah. So remember
big cap, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Big cap Affirm stock. Although Affirm did have that deal with Amazon and shot that thing up to 150 bucks, whatever it went up to. But we're going to go short Amazon. I'm going to clean up this wick. Target, honestly, I always take them out at 97.50 if we're lucky enough to get that. Our out is the high of the day, so we will have another average in as it comes up to that spot, probably somewhere around wherever this wick was, 24, 25s, and then we'll probably just use this 98.35. Look, there's a possibility the high's in. There's a possibility the high's in. I mean, we double topped it. I mean, we got a little more aggressive there on that, but I'd really, really like to see this thing going. I almost feel that we can take more short if we get into this area, 97.80. So I think we'll punch a little bit more short if we can clear out of this and then hit it back to the downside. Ravens QB Lamar is officially ruled out. So there we go. Lamar Jackson officially ruled out there. Just saw that come through my phone. I don't think there was any.
Easy win for Cincinnati.
Yeah, easy win for Cincinnati. Unfortunately, fortunately, but easy win for your Bills, which is going to be good.
Bills are good.
So they'll play. The Bills will be the second highest seed. So if the Bengals win, so then what's the other AFC matchup? Oh, you guys will get the winner of Jacksonville.
The Bills have a good road.
Yeah, they'll have the winner of Jacksonville and Chargers there.
Yeah, which is fantastic. I think the Bills. It did look, obviously, everyone knows the situation if you follow. The Bills kind of could have had the #1 seed, but they're going to get an easy road.
No, I think you'll play the
game.
Bengals.
No, I don't think we play the. I thought it worked out. We're on the other side.
I thought the highest seed. No, I don't think it's brackets. It's not March Madness. I think the highest seed plays the lowest seed. Correct us if we're wrong on that one, because I think that would mean that.
Yeah. No, you might
so
be right.
Chiefs are just chill. No, but there's another. Who's the other bye right now? There's the Chiefs.
No, you only one bye now.
Oh, that's why. Okay,
bye.
yeah. So I think you might be in trouble. You may get the Bengals.
We might.
Wow, how good of a game will that be?
That Bills Bengals is going to be.
I mean, that was the DeMar Hamlin game, but who cares about that for now? Thank God he's feeling well. But that would be a rematch.
He's the man.
Can't get any better, man. That's going to be awesome.
We'll do a little bit of this, and why not? I have literally half the graphics you do, but we're getting new ones, baby. Yeah, it's in the works. Work has been put in here. I did grab that dip buy and neg because I couldn't get 265. I was able to get some at 70, so you'll see my price at 70s now because I just scalped some out in front of 80, which I'll do some more in front of 290. I still think $3 is a possibility, but as long as we're going to be in this range, go to the chart for a second, boys. As long as we're going to be in this range, I'm just going to keep rinsing and repeating. I wanted the dip here. I didn't get 65. We're able to get 70s. If it breaks out, I want to have a piece on the way to 3. But understanding if it cannot hold this channel, and it was 250 before, I'm looking at 260, I'm going to move my stop because the longer it holds here, the bigger risk I think it has of one of those breakdowns into VWAP. So I've just sort of moved my stop order a little bit tighter after getting a reload. And I am holding pin duo, but the problem with the Chinese, you guys know this, I say this every single time in the afternoon. The problem with the Chinese ADR was like I shorted off this weird pop that it had, and I got a nice little scalp in there for 50 pennies, and then now it's just not moving, so I'm holding for it to break the bottom and get down to 96, and I've got a trail on this at like 97.40. So if it breaks 97.40, I'm out of pin duo.
We have it all written down.
Virgin Galactic, I'm looking for a reload here. Right in front of that 515. I want to be shorting it in this range, 20s to 5s, then I want to add on a 5 break if it happens to go. I'm looking for a few things up at the top. People kept saying, look at Tesla for a short up at the high. That doesn't look, maybe 121. That's not that bad, a 121 short. Kind of looking for something that I like a little bit better than that, though. I looked at Roblox, but it had already gone. So I'm kind of, Tesla's not a horrible idea. Rivian's weaker. That's why I was thinking about going into Rivian, which is still on the NASDAQ, Neil. Yeah, Rivian's a weaker name. I feel like I'm going to short something barcoding. Rivian's down 8%, man. Tesla only 2, holding the 50 period, this below VWAP. I tend to like shorting the weaker name if I have to choose between. So I'm going with Rivian in front of VWAP. I'd stick to my guns.
We've had a good idea there. He said, what about if we get that ChatGPT to write a script for the animations? See if they could figure out some animations for us.
They can do anything.
Apparently they can do anything there. That's not a horrible idea there. But thanks for Bears vs. Bulls reminding us that it's about an hour away now. Thanks for that, Bears vs. Bulls. Friend of mine. Man, it's you really see who your friends are. We're really excited to do it. A straight face. No, we're jacked up, man. We're really excited to do this for everybody.
We're not that excited.
No, I mean, you know, I want to get this thing over with and give the people what they want, man.
That's what we're all about.
We are men of the people for sure, and we're going to be doing that again. All right. So Amazon did come down a little bit there. We were in the money, whatever. It was like, what am I short at? O's. Then we were in the money 11 cents there. We didn't take it. I still didn't clean this wick up here. I'm going to do that right now. That is at 215. Pratt and Thing are trying to fit, and Fahad are going to figure out that counter for us, and then we're going to get going.
They're hard at work there.
Or hardly working. They're one or the other.
Something.
But here it is. Here's now a much cleaner chart here for AMZN. So, all right, let's see what we're going to do here. Just having a quick look, make sure I have these orders out in case we do rip to the upside right now for Amazon. Let's take another short in and around here. So I'm waiting for around 14s or 15s. Grab another short in here for Amazon. Play that level and then just see where we go. So that's going to be something that I'm going to have on my radar here against that high. This is a counter trend trade. It's not something that, you know, I really am thinking it's going to be a great trade or anything like that. I'm just trying to see if we can get some relative strength in Amazon, let it bump up before a possible fade here. The NASDAQ's been really on fire. We have earnings season coming with big names next week. I don't know. Do people want to be long? I feel like the only risk to this market right now is earnings. So do people want to be long some of these tech names going into next week? Or are you going to take advantage of this huge move up in the NASDAQ that we've seen over the last 3 days basically, or however long you want to take it. This is the 6th, so now the 13th. Let's call it a week. This is the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is absolutely on fire right now. So, I mean, you don't really want to fight the trend, which is what we're doing on Amazon, which is why we have that stop out, right? We are going to take that out if it takes out the high of the day. So I'm going to try to trade this name through. It's back up to the high of the day. Will Amazon finish the day up or, you know, below 1,000, 3% or not? I don't know. My money's going to be that the market maybe fades out a little bit here.
Below 1,000. That's my...
Below 1,000 for sure. Below 1,000 Amazon today. Right now, just need to get a little more short here and average into this position.
There you go. And I'm going to keep hitting the ones that I have here. We'll go with a little baseball action in lieu of Brandon Belt, who's going to take the Toronto Blue Jays to the World Series. Because I can't even. That's our big signing. But this neg is pretty good, man. Like, it's stair-stepping to the upside. It's a general grind. It does need to break out the high, but I got the reload at 70s, took some out there in front of 80, took some out at actually, I got 85, so that's actually pretty solid. If it gets to 3, I'll take one leg out in front of it. However, as some things go up, here you go, Virgin Galactic. It's coming into VWAP, man. Like, the first time I got it 16s, I got one fill of 10s. I just reloaded it. It's starting to come right back into 520. You kind of know the drill. I don't want to give it too far past that 520 level. I see someone in the chat continuously asking about SoFi. Look at SoFi on the daily. Strong move by SoFi. 550 SoFi is at. So it's finally broken out off that $5 level. Here's the thing. Like, this morning, like, there were so many opportunities this week for some longs and structured longs out there. If you look at SoFi, $5 has been a big level for a while. It's breaking up from 5. That's where your 50 period sits. Everything about this is just one of those, like, relief moves all the way up to like a $6 play. The problem with it, it's nice and calm. It gives you these every morning: buy the dip, higher, buy the dip, higher, buy the dip, higher, buy the dip high. Like, it just, except for, I think, on the 9th here with a clean breakout, it just flushes at the open or makes some kind of a negative move, and then it goes into the upside. That makes it tricky for a day trade, but the trend is very clear. So you can probably figure out what I'm going to say next week. I'll be looking for dips at the open on SoFi because there's room to $6. But it's not, like, it hasn't really had that one crazy day where it extends past the range too far. It stays inside, breaks out, doesn't go too far, stays inside, breaks out, doesn't go too far. So you really have to almost hit it perfectly or close to it at those lows, which is tricky to do. That's not an easy thing to do, to pick up the best bottoms on those trades. Oh, I got to reload on space. I got to make sure I have my bids out here because this market does not want to give it up just yet. It keeps, we're touching the top, and then we're never really following through on a rollover. Like, just tap the top on the NASDAQ, tappy, tap, tap, and then little tiny rollover. What I'm looking to happen is tap it, reject, and then you get one of those profit-taking moves, and then everything can start coming back in.
So kind of strange thing happened right there. We did get long Netflix. We talked about getting long Netflix, but the problem is the minute, should have thought about this, now the spread is fine. For some reason, the same move down. I got in and out in basically the exact same move. So the spread, I looked over at it, the spread was about 20 cents. So the minute I got filled long, it automatically started printing something below 50, and that triggered the stop. So unfortunately, I don't even have anything to say. I mean, I got taken out there at 50. I still like it. It's just the spread there really open. I mean, I'll try it now again here. Maybe we can get something. But okay, there it is. We'll take a long now against it. So I mean, it's not my. I mean, it is my fault, I guess. I put the stop order in maybe a little bit too early. But again, we got taken out right away. That moved down. I don't know what happened. It just broke. Remember I said, like, it's going to break VWAP and then get down. I didn't think it would go down all the way down 50 cents. So that's exactly what happened. It broke VWAP there and went down 50 cents. So my long and my short, and again, this is what happens when you robot trade, basically, got in and out at the same time there. So we'll go back long again, and now we have a bottom because now it's settled down. Well, see, look at the spread right here. That's a perfect example. It was just 20 cents there. Now it's 13 cents. So, you know, when you get a dramatic move like that, just like it can explode to the upside, also to the downside. So we'll take a little less shares now on this and see, well, I mean, I have the same shares, but we're going to give it all the way to 332 flat now. It's not, I don't love giving something that low because Amazon's starting to break down, which is really nice right now. But we're going to give it to that, 332. Got to let this develop a little bit, let it breathe. So we're long now at 60. Let's let this breathe a little bit. We will take a piece out if it gets back up here to VWAP again. But other than that, man, let's give this some room down to 332. Out way too early last time. So
here we
there's
go.
the countdown. Perfect. But we need, can you guys see? Yeah, because I need to maybe put that somewhere more.
Yeah, in a better spot.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you. So that's the countdown until it goes an hour. Yeah, that's till 4 o'clock. So we'll count that down till 4 o'clock.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. But no.
I'm scared. I ain't scared. I'm ready.
I just like the line. We just got to $3, or not we, but Neg just got to $3. I just took some out at 95. We're still long at 71. I think if 3 breaks, it still has some room, but I want to see what happens when 3 goes. Like if it fails the breakout, I just want to see if it can catch a bid back at 75. If it actually holds above $3 and gives a nice little consolidation, I might just add to the position in front of it and then see how far it can go. Like we talked about that 340. I'll go to the daily chart. If you were just sort of tuning in here, one of the reasons I like that long is because how far it had gone past that 240 level, and that there really wasn't anything standing in its way till it got to about 3 to 320. So if it chews through that, we can see if it can get to the quarters. Rivians, and both Rivian and Virgin Galactic are still putting me to the test here at VWAP. I added some Rivian here in front of that 25 area. Virgin Galactic, I was just able to add, like I was mentioning to you guys, and it's even pressing higher. So these two are being put to the test. My PDD, I don't have to really worry about that. It's sort of sitting pretty in the money. And I know Tesla was looking like an opportunity here. It's now starting to roll over. I preferred Rivian. You guys said look at Tesla short. I guess I should have gone to Tesla, but I decided I liked Rivian here. So if Tesla sells off, I do feel like Rivian should head down toward the bottom. Someone else was mentioning NIO here. I always feel like you pick your poison when you're trading the EV names. Well, which one would you short? Tesla, which is going down, Rivian, which is at the low, NIO, which is breaking out the highs of the day. So NIO is, for whatever reason, relatively strong here. I'm not particularly sure why, but it is bucking the trend of the other EV names and breaking out the top. If it gets to yesterday's high, maybe I want to short it off yesterday's top, but this is just relatively strong. I don't need to fight relative strength here in the afternoon. With almost an hour till the close, it's 4 minutes to power hour when hopefully the market can pick a direction. Because right now I'm getting tired of this 10, 15 handle range on the NASDAQ futures.
Same.
Yep.
We'll ring a little bit of a register there. Oh, we used to have a register ringing one.
I have. It's.
Do you have it?
It's. Oh, I'll
Go
wait
ahead,
for that.
do it now.
to
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You can do both.
Yep. Well, no, it cancels down. Okay, good.
But I don't have any of the other ones. Like I don't have the Cash Cow. I don't have the Brendan Data. All the good ones.
All right, so Amazon just came in and we took a fill that we wanted to take. So there it is right there, right into this area. We took a 93 fill. So you can see we're short at 08, 93. We'll take 15 cents. Is that right? 98? Yeah, 15 cents on that play. Now it's coming back up. So we did take that short average in against the high of the day. When our average price is 08, we're going to get out at 30. We'll take a little bit of profit and hope that this market can fall back down again right now. Yeah, now they can't see it. Now they can't see the charts. You don't need that up. We don't need the doomsday up. Everyone knows what time it's going down. It's going down. Let's get that off. We'll put that up once we do the challenge, right? Because I want to see
how long we last.
Right. Basically, we just need it to start at 0. Then we're going to go 3, 2, 1. How? Right? Sharif in the background. 3, 2, 1. In. Countdown starts. And then we see who wins. We see who lasts the longest. And the challenge is, of course, I've already opened this for everybody before, but you can see here, I'm most important for this. Regardless of what happens, we get to do this. We crushed the chip challenge. So let's go, man. This is a feather in our cap right now. We'll put this back there at some point. Now, whether or not it crushes us or not, that's TBD.
Exactly.
But the fact that we're trying it, we're here, we're going to do that. It's the one chip challenge. It is right here.
I'm going to psych myself up, man. I'm going to be like,
it is literally huge.
You just it's all mental. It's a mental game right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's a mental game.
It's a mental game. You know what? At some point, I just want to sit in front of the mirror and just be like, talk myself into it.
Warning signs on
and then
here.
just get yourself in a mental mode, because it's just pain.
We got this.
It's just pain. It's only pain.
We literally have this.
Pain is but a minute. Who said that? Y'all know.
I don't know. Is that a
I'm not telling
quote?
anybody.
Okay.
Pain is but a minute.
Yep. Okay. All right. Let's just keep looking here.
It'd be a long ass minute though.
Oh, it's going to be a painful minute for sure, but that's fine. We're jamming right now. I've been drinking some water. Well, you guys know I started the Hydration Nation up again. Well, it's always been there, but we're going to try to focus more on it. We're already at our 3 p.m. goal right now. You can see there's different markers on here. We're at the 3 p.m. goal, so we're right on target as it's 3 p.m. right now. So let's enter power hour and get these damn markets moving a little bit now. All right, so Netflix, we have the long. We're waiting for, get up here to 333 would be pretty nice. That can happen. Then we'll take a piece out for that as well. Amazon dancing around. Oh, update. There it is. We had a 50 fill on that. That's what I want to do when we were talking about that. There's the 50 fill right there for AMD. Came right back in. We took it. There it is. That's the fill. Came in. We take that fill. Now we have only a small piece left on AMD. Decent piece left on Amazon as we only took out a quarter. So 3/4 left on that one. And come on, let's go. Back up here to 333 and we'll get a fill. 10 more cents up and we have ourselves a first victory dance here on Netflix. Then we'll hold it for a higher move upside as well. So, yep, ready to rock and roll now. Things are starting to make some noise in behind us as it's a Friday and it's excited. And it's a long weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday. We're not here, and I hope you guys would still watch our more Trader TV Live, and I hope you miss us as well because we're back on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. And by the way, I've reloaded on neg, but it's not the dip buys. It broke 3, so I got back in. So I got some out here at 308. That's actually a % off the high of the day. And then I got the buy in front of 3 even here, guys. So I said if 3 even started to hold, I'd take a reload up at the top. But now we're so far away from any reasonable prices. It'll be a tight stop. I'm not going to give this more than 7 to 10 cents here, buying up the tops. Really, the consolidation buys are the better ones. Risk to reward, that's almost always true on these. So it's a very tight stop up here. I'll take 10s, I'll take 25s right in front of 25s, and then 50s if it goes. But I'm not giving this past the 295 on the way back in. Don't want to get too greedy with this one. As we go to Brendan for Happening Now.
Hey guys, under an hour to go before we get to the long weekend. Welcome back. Take a second, guys. Smash the like and also subscribe to the channel. These guys are going to melt their faces off for you this afternoon. Just hit the like and subscribe. Here we go. A nice green board to end out a nice green week. All 3 U.S. markets positive, not only on the day, but on the week as well, heading into the long weekend. 0.12, 0.17. The Russell leading once again. We've seen some strength in this group all week long. 0.31 for the Russell 2000 right now. 0.34, there goes the NASDAQ, was leading, I should say, for the Russell 2000. If you're with us early on this morning, we got you set for Tesla. We got you set for Delta off of a forecast that came in a little lighter than expected. And Virgin up, set to resume flight operations as soon as Q2. It's actually this one that's faring the best, though, I saw in the airlines group this afternoon. American, once again, if you remember, they increased their forecast going back to earlier in the week. So 2 days in a row here to the upside. We're struggling at 17, though, right now for AAL under 45 minutes, guys.
Who is that in the chat? That's not really fun. Let's put some hot sauce on Shawn's chip. You don't need to put anything on the chip. That's literally utter nonsense. There's nothing you could put on the chip that would make it crazier. But I'm now out of, you'll see I'm not in a long anymore, so we're out of Newegg. I said I'd give that reload above 3. A very, very tight stop. I just feel like if you fail a 3 level, like an obvious level like that, you can sometimes get a bigger dip, maybe like that 10% range down back into 270, and that's just a much better place to go for the dip buy. It's Rivian and Virgin Galactic that put me to the test in a second, and then I keep wanting to go back to Tesla here, because that 121, if this gets taken out, Rivian's going to be in trouble. You already saw NIO starting to run to the upside. That could be a little bit crazy. Look, I see AAL, and I know Brendan just sort of brought that to us as a strong name. The issue is, as a day trade with an hour to go, unless it were to, just sort of break this channel and start accelerating down, not really much of a trade to be had there. I think we got to step away from that. I don't want to ignore this name, though, Carvana. So it came up, broke that 7, looked like it was going to make another run, just another flush. Man, every single time this tries to go, there's just a huge set of candles in there that have it rejecting. So that if it breaks 7 again, I'll look for a pop into like VWAP or 730 and look for a bit of a fake. 'Cause every time it goes up, man, they just start slamming that one back into the downside. And if that's going to be the way it wants to play, then I'll just wait for the pop and short the pop. I've added the Rivian. If it rolls over here, great, but this is also going sideways. Like, what's going on with Rivian? How do you go down 8%, and then every time I try to short it, you just don't want to move here? Tesla's moving. This doesn't want to go.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these stocks right now, there are some names that are in sleep mode right here, I feel like. Again, we just took another one, so let's just go bang on that one. Drop down some money here because there's Amazon. So sorry, we're on Meta right now. I was looking for a trade there. Amazon just came back to 90 again. So this time we took a 93. This time we took a 90 flat, and now you're starting to drop down. We did get a piece out when it was back at 98. I think we talked about that. So now let's let this thing drop down and see if we can get even a better short here through 97. 80 if we can break lower. I don't know though. The market's not super moving right now. Would be really nice if it continued to go down. We'll see. We'll see if it now goes. I'm going to cancel that push lower. If it goes, great. And by the way, we also got some more here because we did get that fill up on Netflix. So we did get that 332.96. So we, again, we lost 25 cents real quick, and then we just made 35 or 40 cents back right there on half of the position. So still sitting here. If it breaks 32, we will get out of that Netflix position. That's the last one standing there for me is that Netflix trade. So we'll wait to see if that goes down. AMD as well. Any other names you guys want to look at? We're looking at Bed Bath & Beyond earlier. Let's have a quick check on this, see where we're going. So, you're down to 350 again. We bounced off 350 right there, 365 actually on the 20-minute chart. So, yeah, we didn't get down to 350 yet. That's a good little level if we can get there. Still needs to do that first. Let's go. Come on, Amazon, bring it down. Now you're into the 80s right now, so we'll go like that to hit the action there for the emojis going to the downside. Now, Bed Bath & Beyond. On the day, we went in, we got out real quick, man. Not real too much, no damage really done there, but still, would have liked to have made a little bit more on that if it just continued going. But we got out of 60% there, then lost the last 40 when it broke, and now it looks like we're trying to break the bottom again. Unfortunately, I think this is a short, man. That wick is 65. I'm going short Bed Bath & Beyond if we break 365. So let's get that order in right now. Down goes AMD. We already had that great fill. I thought it was lower than that. It's not. It's more this name that's starting to hit. Right there goes Amazon back down into the bottom here. Hopefully that is the bottom or not. I mean, let's see. It just bounced off a key level. Good thing we didn't push the short there at 80. It's 25 cents in the money. At that point, it was 35 cents in the money. So let's see if Amazon wants to give it up. Bless you. Remember, the 50 period is still being held on the NASDAQ. So it's still being held, but Amazon's pulling back, right? Look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ's still staying up relatively strong. So is Amazon. Amazon's still strong, but it is starting to bend a little bit here. So bend, not break. I say break on Amazon. So we're short right now on this name, and we're long on Netflix. We're at a half. We're kind of just playing a little bit here. I'm not using huge shares, hoping that we can get back to 334 to make $1.50. It's more this Amazon trade that I'm not most concerned about, but most excited about to the downside right now. Still 32, 43, 25 on the percentages here. So, yeah, we're getting really close to this chip challenge now. And, yeah. Let's get ready to rock and roll.
It's getting real.
My family's going to come. They're on a PA day here. They're at the museum, or the art gallery, sorry. And, going to fill up those milk jugs, get the yogurt ready, and let's see how long we can last.
We'll see. I mean, it'll be fun for everybody watching it. It may or may not be fun for us, but trust me, it'll be entertaining for everybody else. Newegg did make that pullback. Look, when you're buying highs on a stock, it's up 80% or 90% like it was, you just got to be really careful, right? Like, there's a big difference, like I was saying before, there's a big difference between sort of getting these consolidations when it's taking out a triple top at a reasonable level, and then when it gets to an obvious level like a 3, where it fails a 3, like where I'm getting out here, lots of people are jamming short off the 3, giving it to the high of the day, right? So it's just a lot of sell pressure. Trailing stops from earlier, like, oh, I'll slap a trail, see if it can go through $3. Once it fails it, let's put a trailing stop in. So if it holds back at 65s, I'll try a little dip buy in front of 60s again. That's a level I like here on NEG. That'll definitely be a good one. The preparation is starting to come already. I'm having my banana in about 15, 20 minutes. That's my plan of action. But I did want to go to one name that I've been sort of ignoring here. Lucid. Like, I'm looking over at RIVN, which I'm in. I got away from Lucid because it wasn't going. I tried that long off 8. It couldn't hold, looking for the bigger move. But Lucid now kind of coming back into that $8 level. This could be one, maybe it's one for next week. But the afternoon is exactly $8. It could give you a bit of a breakdown. I'm just stuck on these ZV names looking for some opportunities. Forget about CVNA. That just looks absolutely trash right now. I think that's going to be garbage. Ooh, Newegg. Did that just break 60? No way that broke 60 to the downside.
Newegg, that's another one of those
runners. Yeah, it did. It just broke 60 to the downside. So I'm sitting there like, nah, I don't want this short. I still think it could be a long. I just took a 3-cent hit on this because I almost think I want to be long this off the 260 level. I'm going to keep going with that.
What's up, Kevin Mendoza? You are right, man. A lot of chilies there in the chat. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. I just made sure that Greg knows CPR. Unfortunately, he doesn't. So that's not good. But we're not gonna need any of that. All right.
Well, that's good because the only person that knows CPR around here is doing the challenge.
Yeah, it's probably me.
That's literally useless to us.
Yeah.
Who?
What? Yeah. Paramedics on standby. Yeah. No, we're all good. We're all good, guys. All right. Someone said coat your mouth with mayonnaise? Like, come on, man. This is like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's everything wrong with mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is terrible. Ugh. No, I like mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is horror awful. I mean, it's horrible and awful at the same time.
Man, that's not.
I'd rather eat a second chip than like fill my mouth with mayonnaise, man. Forget that. I can't. I'm not a mayonnaise guy, man. I think it's the most overrated condiment literally on the planet. I don't get it. Mustard on a sandwich, bro. That's just me.
The chip, apparently.
I am who I am.
Greg, you better. Okay, so you guys want a best bet for this weekend? Look, most traders are gamblers no matter what. This is my ticket this weekend. You guys can take this if you want. It's plus 151 right now. This is what I like. Liz, if you're watching, clip this. We'll put this out, and then we get credit for this. So I put the Bills spread down to 7. I think they win by 7. They win by a touchdown, right, Neil?
They're winning by more than that.
Right, exactly. Then I have the San Francisco. I know this is a horrible odds, but I took the money line. San Francisco 49ers do not lose this weekend to the Seattle Seahawks. Sorry if you're a Seahawk fan, that's not happening. This is the questionable bet. Jaguars, I teased it. It's only a 2.5-point spread. So I tease up to 10.5. 10's a key number. Let's give it half more. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars at home behind Sunshine can make this happen. So we'll see if the Jaguars can beat the Chargers. That's the questionable one right there. And then I got the Bengals, of course, with great news now about Lamar. Not great news for football or Baltimore, but not great for the game. But the Bengals can't beat them by 3 at home. Then I think there's a problem. So this parlay pays out 151. So this is what I have on right now this weekend. I do like the Chargers minus 2.5. I just think that game is going to be a little closer, and I'm going to give the Jaguars 10 points. See if they can hold that. That's the bet. This is the one in question. The thing is, if I can win both. Oh no, this is the Saturday night game, right? So I can't really do anything.
The Jags is questionable.
The Jags is the questionable one for sure. I could have gone the other way and made the Chargers, but I just don't know. I think Jacksonville can win the game. So
Williams isn't playing.
Yeah,
Joey Bosa might be hurt too.
Exactly. I'm not talent-wise. I think the roster is with the Chargers is better. Austin Eckler, but Travis Etienne, and like I just said, Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine there. If you guys missed that, I think you could have a big game. So shout out to all my friends there in FLA, Florida. You're gonna have one winning team this weekend, the Jaguars, and one losing team in the
Miami
Dolphins.
to the Sanchez. Look, I have all respect in the world, and I will always hope for the best when it comes to Tua. But without Tua, Miami just simply does not stand a chance without Tua. Oh, watch out for Neg here. I did grab the reload. It just hit 50, so I just got stopped out at 250. I had reloaded in front of 60. It was just at 70, and then it just broke that 50 level. So maybe that's too tight of a stop putting it at that 5-0. And I actually got out of most of it, actually holding on to a small piece. We'll see what it can do, but these are at 64, so I don't want to give this too much room. This has been coming back down. Like the long, once it makes that reversal, it's almost like I want to see it hold a level for a little bit. It was doing that at 60. Not sure it's going to be able to do it at 50. And you could be down at 220 in an absolute hurry. While that was going on, we got a spike in Virgin Galactic here. There's Virgin Galactic, broke VWAP, tight stop. If I'm going to take 5 cents, I'm going to lose 5 cents. Like it's just 1-to-1. I want to keep it that way. And it's the same thing with RIVN. Like when RIVN goes up, I want to make sure the risk to reward is maintained. That's still a NASDAQ. I always type New York for Rivian. So it broke support. I'm out of that one. I think I'll probably stick to Newegg here. And then, because I think that one's going to move for sure. And someone's playing a lot of games on Carvana. like on the bid ask, like it's a little bit ridiculous actually. Let me just go CVNA here so you guys can see what's happening on Carvana. Like you have these bids that are showing up for, and it was 400,000 here, but someone was doing it for like 140K and multiple gateways for about the same amount of size. And then you've had sellers at 7 even legit, but there's not much of a trade you can make until this stops unless you can somehow be a dark pool collecting this spread. So unfortunately, I don't think Carvana is going to do much of anything until this goes away.
Just looking at some of the chat there. Yeah, a lot of people, no, nothing's really happening here. We're just getting ready. People talking about Bitcoin a little bit. Bitcoin's up to 19.3 again right now. A nice little move up to the upside, 19.4, 19.3. Good move up for Bitcoin. This is a daily chart. You can check right here. Let's check a quick 3-minute chart. My eyes are still over here because Amazon's breaking now, breaking lower, which is absolutely fantastic. There's Bitcoin making a little bit of a run right now, taking out 19,402. So nice little run right there for Bitcoin. Back up, looking to take out the top. So 19,402. The run is on, baby, in BTC. If you missed it, where have you been the last little while? Bitcoin is going absolutely ham right now. So nice little call there for anybody that was able to buy it. We talked about buying at 16 or 16.5 against that 16. So that would be a good trade. I would say that you might want to scalp out near 20. I don't know if you're trading it or what, but I would think that would be a key level, 20,000. So take out half your position or something if you're long in this run, see what happens. I'd hate for these earnings to be really, really crappy. I still think that Bitcoin is following NASDAQ. So whatever your opinion on the market is, I would just sort of transfer that over to crypto. Not every individual coin. I'm just talking about the overall feel for crypto, which is led by Bitcoin, which is why we keep talking about that.
Tesla.
So, yeah, so another thing here, quickly. We are going to get out if this takes it down. So it'll be, we wouldn't have won on this trade, of course, because, you know, we're in and out. We did take one little move to the upside right there and then back in. 10 minutes. So we're going to wait to see what happens with 332 coming in. Yeah, we're just discussing. I heard you guys talk about the banana. I think I'm going to have it around 330.
Yeah, 10, 15 minutes.
And again, you know, just want to put something in because we ate at noon. We ate at 11.
You don't want to do it on an empty stomach.
Right, we ate at 11:30.
And it's a quality base. You know, we eat very early our lunch. Yeah. And we finish the show at 11, the morning show we finish at 11, and then we eat lunch really, really early. Like
it's now 30 minutes, boys and girls, until we get ready to rock and roll and do this. So
I'm always hungry in the afternoon show.
Oh, yeah, we're getting going. Just got a message from the wife and stuff. They're on their way. They'll be here at 3:30, so they'll be here for that. My kids don't want to miss it, so that's the whole thing. She was
damn right they don't want to miss it.
Nervous about it. So they're like, oh, Dad, do 2 chips. Like, oh, this is hilarious. I'm like, you guys have any idea?
Yeah, how about they have one? You see what's up now.
My mother just messaged me and goes, what the hell are you guys doing? Because I told my brother too, and he's like, oh my God, I got to watch this stuff.
Look, my mom would slap the crap out of me if I told her I was doing this nonsense.
I didn't.
Like straight up. I'm a grown man. Like she would literally slap me if she knew I was doing it. Because it's not that smart.
I just answered stupidity. My mom responds, oh, okay then. So that's good. So we'll see.
That's about right.
Things we do for fun around here. It's going to be a good time. It's also a long weekend, so we'll be able to regroup on that one. Plenty of time to recover. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. So, okay, just quickly here.
Hey, can we change this yet? We're up 2%. What point
you do you, man. I'll leave this on you. What do you think you're going to end? You think we're going to end green? Change it.
I think we hold. I think we hold green.
Okay.
I think we hold. Because like the last of my market holding shorts, like RIVN, kind of broke back upside. Like, I think they just want to. Like Tesla just broke back to the upside as well. Like it kind of broke some resistance there.
Yep,
so I'm going to throw that back on the bell.
Amazon just held.
He's kind of looking sad. I didn't put much effort into that, but he's back on the ball.
He's just chilling. I mean, this guy's already in vacation mode as well.
Why not, right?
So just quickly here, Amazon. Remember we were talking about this. We pulled it out and we said, what about this 80 area right here for a possible hold? And we were going to go shorter on it. But guess what happens? It literally just held, as my kids say literally all the time, literally just held that level. So I don't know, man. It doesn't look like a good trade there to hold this, but we're going to give it one more chance to break one more time to the downside here today. So that's something that I'm looking at right now, is that possible hold there on Amazon of 80. So that's bothering me a little bit. Of course, our Netflix does hold. You should have got longer down there at 332. But again, I feel like it's very dangerous. The more I trade Netflix, the more comfortable I am with it at these levels, the more I can see this spread can become an issue for me because I like to put stop orders out. And if our stop orders get run, the problem is, we always talk about this, you don't want to have stop orders on earnings or anything like that because you'll get taken out. and then it'll just run right against you. And that's what happened to me here when we got long on the same candle. We got taken out because it beat the 200 period. Let it settle down, get back in, take that profit. Should have just averaged in back there, because look where Netflix just dropped to. Just this level again, 332 that we've already been at back at 1 o'clock. So yeah, another little drop-off spot there for Netflix. I'm still long on that name, still watching Amazon. And then what's made its way all the way back is AMD. So I'm going to try one more short here on AMD because we're up here. Other than that, Bed Bath & Beyond is not taking down that day's low, but I'm here if it does. 68 was the low there. It's 64. We got to break 64, and we'll get out of this name.
It's interesting here. Like I'm watching TSM. You mentioned AMD. $87 is within spitting distance on TSM. Like what a huge reversal this stock put on. Like it looked like gapping down. Everything looked weak this morning. I can't believe we'll get back to 87, and that's just sort of an obvious. I know I just turned it into the bull, but we closed at 87. If there's going to be a curl here, risk to reward, sometimes it just favors the tighter stop and the overall sort of weakness that's been in the play. So I want to grab this. It's getting excited on the floor around here. What just happened?
CVNA.
CVNA? That's really? Y'all just lost your minds because of this on Carvana? Okay. Anyways, that excitement you heard.
Even the professor was like, yo, Carvana, but.
No, so the reason everyone's excited, remember that guy I showed you guys on the bid that had like 440,000 shares on the bid at 97? So whatever, they bought the shares, but it's done 61 million in volume. So somebody getting filled for 440,000 when it's done 61 million, I mean, it matters, but it's not like it's not a bad move. Like you scalp that, it's a good 10-cent move. I got nothing against that. It's just everybody got really excited behind us, and I thought maybe, I'm thinking like something halted or like HKD went to $100. It just, I don't know. That's not what I was expecting. I did just grab TSM. I'm going to short it in front of 87 even. I'll probably give it a few pennies past 87 because I hate even dollar stops on a stock that has already moved $2 on the day. So I'll give it a little bit of room off that high of the day, and then we'll see where it can go. Good idea to get out of Newegg because it's all the way back down to 220. So, you know, like when it make those reversals off even dollar levels, when it's gone parabolic, they can be ugly. I'll kick myself because I got short and I was like, I'll still try to long in front of VWAP. When it broke that 260, I should have just stuck with it. My gut was telling me that was a reversal at that price. I didn't go with my gut and see what happened there. That gut of mine, I should have gone with my gut because that's the last good thing it's going to do for me until about 24 hours from now. It's going to be causing me nothing but pain, I'm imagining, in the next 12 hours.
Come on, bro. We got this. We got this. I want to see a little more confidence. I want to see a little more confidence.
No. Here's the challenge is about the heat. There is nothing anybody can do about the after. Like it's very. You can't. Nothing you can do about the aftermath. That's just gonna happen. Like it is what it is.
We got it. We got to have confidence, and we will have confidence, and we will hit this thing with vigor and vengeance. Come 30 minutes or
victory.
So. We'll be here. All right, so victory may be temporary, but right now we are going short on AMD as it's right back here again. You know, we got a great fill at 50. I mean, AMD's been a good trade today so far. A couple good fills, good outs. Like we didn't even scalp this one. Our first out, these are short 71s. Our first out there is 60, and then these are all 50s. This is 40s. This is a 50. This is a 70. So we'll see if we can rinse and repeat that again. And hey, look, this is the risk to reward, exactly the kind of stuff we're talking about. Like this is why I don't think, what we do here is rocket science, which is why I think that it's the best opportunity for everybody to learn. We're not sitting here throwing shade at, technical analysis or this line crossing that line, go there, do this, do that. When you're scalping and you're on a prop firm and you trade daily like this, you have to make plays like this. Neil and I have to be flat at 4 o'clock every single day because we're on a prop floor. So, I'm going to go short against this high. The high is 71. It's right here. We already hit that. So our first take was 40 cents. Do you know where my out is? Breaking 71 and a little bit higher than that. So we'll go short now. We're short at 90. We'll give ourselves like 15 cents worth of risk back up there to the upside. And then hopefully we can cash out for sure back to the 50 period, which is 25 cents. And then after that, if we get this market turning around, which
it doesn't want to.
It
Tesla
doesn't.
122?
That's why I'm actually amazed at the call that I made. And it's Amazon. I went over here and said, Amazon's up almost 3%. Which way does it want to go? You know, and the funny thing is, if you told me that the market would be at all-time highs, and since I've taken this short, it's really only gone up, I thought we would have been cooked on Amazon. But instead, the opposite way here, we're looking for it to break lower right now. So hopefully Amazon can break this 75 level, and then we'll get going on that one. But right now, Amazon looks like it's making that move below the 50 period and wants to get lower here. So let's go, Amazon. Bring us home here into the close, and, you know, we'll see. We now have 20 minutes until the imbalances come out. That's going to affect everything as well. So that's what we're doing right now, waiting for these imbalances to come out and watching Amazon get to the downside, because right now we're barbecuing up some profits pretty soon. I don't know if I'll be that happy in a bit, but there it is, a nice move down. Let's see if Amazon can crack. And by the way, here starts AMD again. So let's see if it can get back down in. We said we'd take a 74, 75. Let's do that if it gets back there. You never get filled unless you have an order out, so let's put one out.
Speaking of which, I just got some bids out on TSM because I got short in front of 87 there. Want to make sure I got orders out there. Bed Bath & Beyond is actually much weaker than any of these other small, whatever, cappers. I almost said crappers.
You can say that.
I can say small crappers, but I just basically did. So you're right, Shawn. But this has been much weaker than Carvana. Every single pop has been a fade. It's close to $4. I almost think that's worth it. But Newegg Neg is really getting its butt kicked. If it gets to $2, I was looking at a place where, okay, let's just take a shot because I missed a short after going long. If I'm going to take another shot at the long, it probably just has to be off at $2. And it's so close to the $2 level now. It's like $2.20. One little push down. Let's see if it can go all the way. See what happened last time I checked. Got it into $2. Stalled in, it stalled out at lunchtime, volume died down here, and then the volume just started coming in en masse off the $2 level. So that's where I'd like to pick it up here. If it bounces, great. We'll take another shot for the long on Newegg. It's Tesla that's just super. It's through
Tesla. Is it ripping?
Through 122 now. Like I might need to be in the long here somewhere. If I can maybe catch it back into 121.50. See if I can't join this party. After getting stopped out in Rivian, I probably should have looked over at Tesla for the breakout trade. Now that it's broken, if it comes back into a consolidation level, risk to reward, back into 121.45 or so. So if I can get something south of 122, that's going to make some sense. Looking for the dip on Neg at 2. We'll see if we can catch some Tesla around this 121.50 to 121.75, just sort of sitting in the middle of that range. Then try and catch a bid. Win is approaching 100. Trader Gorno in the chat says, we like round numbers. Standing in front of moving freight trains isn't always the best idea either, but we like those. The round numbers can matter. It depends on the stock, right? Win's done 1 million shares. I can tell you right now, I've hit enter like 3 times here. I can tell you right now, there's not a lot of liquidity up here. Like Win is not going to be like an Amazon or an Apple when it gets to a round number where you're just going to see a gigantic stacked offer. No, there's barely any liquidity. I mean, there's 20,000 shares up here.
Though.
But it's still a big level, but that's not one of those blindly, I'll just offer 98.99s and short in front of it. That's more of a, let's see what happens when it breaks 100. And if it breaks 100, kind of fails that break, does a wick top, then jump into the short. I need to see what happens when it gets there. Nothing to really stand in front of for me as far as shorting, especially when the market's at highs, and this is up 1 1/3%. It's a very strong name. RCL is going. Some of the travel and entertainment names have been strong all day. This market's strong, man.
Market is blasting.
I need a long here somewhere.
All right. Actually, you got to check out on our Amazon. What is happening right here? Amazon all the way back up now, 98.30. Maybe it just wants to take this out, man. One more short there for Amazon because of what we've seen it do. We'll take another short. Oh, no, we didn't get that short. Why didn't we get that short right now? Downside move here for Amazon. Hopefully, there it is. So now we're short again up here. We're going to get out if it takes out 98.36. That high of the day. Putting the stop order in right now. If we take that out, 98, Shawn, not 94. We're going to get out of that one if it does go back up to the high of the day. So right there, Amazon, another short right there. AMD, everything's blasting right now. Let's see if we can get Netflix going back up here a little bit. But yeah, okay. So there we go. A couple new trades there. Netflix starting to blast up right now. So that's going to be a good trade. AMD as well, chilling out here at 70.71.
What's on Sunday?
I don't know what's happening behind us here. Netflix, Amazon, and AMD. So there we go. New couple positions here coming through now. As we only have about a half hour until this chip challenge officially begins. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We're just clearing out of some of our positions. We have a half hour left here in the market. 20 minutes until imbalances. We just took on Amazon again here. That's going higher. And then AMD. But we have our targets. AMD we're flat on right now. We have our targets to get out, obviously, on all these trades. And then Netflix. I think Netflix can go, man. If this market wants to go back, why can't Netflix test the high of the day again? I'm going to put an offer right here at 333 or whatever, 334, sorry, and get out in case that does want to go back up to the upside.
So I don't think I'm going to get that $2 on neg. Like, it's really starting to pick up volume at 230. I'm trying to get some Tesla. It's actually, this is picking up volume as well. I might step it up to 122 on Tesla, but I do not want to. If neg is going to bounce, there's room to VWAP in here. So I might just take this consolidation first. That's a wick bottom through 220. So I'm going to try and get some shares in here. I just actually got the fill. So you see that? Auto cancel works great, right? So I have auto cancel on my orders. So I was originally bidding 2s, and then you saw I decided to bid up there at 230. The second that filled, auto canceled the other ones in real time. It's just a cool feature. It's good when it works. Of course, it works just fine. It's just, it can never cancel. If you have a bunch of orders at the same price level, then understand if someone markets all of it at one time, auto cancel might not work every time the way you want it. But in that case, when I'm back at $2, no problems. I'll give this to 220. I'm looking for VWAP on a retreat, on a push back up here. So I'm just going to get some orders out in front of 40s and then, of course, in front of 50s on neg. We're about 87.03 on TSM, so that's going to put me to the test a little bit. But it's just getting a long. I got to get another long here that's going to follow the market.
Yeah.
Tesla, do I really have to start scalping and just joining every 50 cents, like buy 122 even? It might just be that way. I'm going to slip in front of 122 even. We're going to go to Brennan, but when we come back from Brennan, there's one thing I wanted to shout out. We'll go to Brennan first, though.
Not a big reaction off of this, but just seeing a note, guys, suggesting Salesforce will make 10% additional layoffs. Just speculation at this point, but heads up on CRM. Again, the possibility of 10% additional layoffs.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to give a shout out because you guys know the midday show, like look, Luca's been doing a fantastic job, Sharif as well, but Ian, who fills in on the midday show, I don't know how old you're turning, but it's his birthday on Sunday. So everybody wish a happy birthday to Ian.
Oh, alarm, alarm, alarm.
And you know the best part about this is you want to celebrate things on your birthday. And what better way to celebrate your birthday than to join us in the Hot Chip Challenge? Ian, what say you?
That's going to be a pass for me. I got to be honest. I'm back.
It's a hard pass in case you guys can't hear that.
Pass. Thank you, man.
He doesn't have a mic, but of course he said no because that's how everybody rolls around.
Thank you
here.
so much, Ian. Good luck here at the close. Happy birthday, my guy. And yeah, many more. So right there, a nice January birthday boy coming through. Yeah, genuine January birthday. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Great guy there. Thank you so much, Ian, for everything he's done for TraderTV
Still
Live.
could have done the challenge.
Including filling in for us and everything like
Why
that.
are you talking trash, Arun?
Quite Arun. Honestly, Arun's in the building now. Everybody's just trash talking everybody right now, especially as
I don't want to hear it,
You've got the banana going. Hello? All right, small cap recap time. Let's go to the big board. We'll start this up. We got our food ready to rock and roll. Let's go.
All right, guys, we'll recap a little bit what's been happening in small cap land today. Before we do, make sure you take a sec and hit the like and subscribe to this channel. Here we go. It's been a busy week as far as small caps are concerned. Tons of opportunity all week long, including in this one. BBBY with multiple days gapping, huge move, well discussed, all the way up to 6. Looks like we might be done, 28% to the downside today. A couple of things of note when it comes to space as well, 550, 560. Keep this in mind for Monday because this one's still doing enough relative volume that we could get another move back into this area, but that worked pretty well today, a fade off of 550 and 560. But this one just using that pre-market high, 520, and then above that, 560 was this level essentially from aftermarket yesterday. Nice move off the open though, from 5 down to about 420 or 4 for Bed Bath and Beyond. One more before we go. I mentioned this, PRAX, I was keeping an eye on it. 5 was the level on the daily chart that stood out. So this move up, no red candles, and then it turns on a dime, no green candles all the way back down. So Crazy, crazy mover today. PRAX, guys. Back to you.
Prax. One letter away from Prada right there. But yeah, we're getting really excited. Apparently my family is in the building. You guys want to come over here? You want to come over here?
They're ready to see the nonsense.
Come here. Let me see you guys. I want to give you guys a high five. Here they come.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe walk along this side on the bottom.
Yeah,
Here
it's a
come
little
my kids.
safer. Well, they could have stood here.
Just remember, there you go. What's up? This is Gia right here. What's up, Baron? How's it going?
Yo, Baron,
How's
you want to
everything?
join this?
You want to do the hot chip challenge?
No. Hey, I think Gio wants to though.
What?
Nobody want to do it?
No, I don't want to. I think Gio might want to.
Man, it's a good thing this kid got his looks from his mother, man. Look how handsome this dude is.
Really wants to.
You,
No, she doesn't. She
It'll be
doesn't.
fun.
All right, thank you so much, guys. How was the
It'll
art
be lots of
gallery?
Good.
Good. You really liked it? Tell me one artist. I like it.
why you got to put him on the spot like that,
Beast.
yo?
Mr. Beast. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Those are my kids. So, thanks for coming on this day.
Well, they got the treats from Tim Hortons. I'm like, that
Yeah, you got to keep them happy.
that might have been useful. Like an
That's a hell of a lot of sugar, man. I don't drink those. Those are.
But the
frozen
sugar is good for this too.
Yo,
On the top.
bring those back.
No, it is. I'm not making. That's what we have, like the honey, or like I've got the lollipops. It's actually a bit of a thing. To have
Yes, you guys
something-
remember. Yeah, that was the kid that wanted the KFC. That's right. So
Yeah.
you can see though. I already saw,
Smart,
man. She already
smart.
he had McDonald's and she had some sort of tofu or something.
People are
like
saying Vinco Ventures. See, I feel like I'm falling for a trap when you guys tell me Vinco Ventures is moving and I pull it up. But let's see what's happening on Vinco. Oh,
It's a trap.
It is doing volume. Vinco Ventures is actually doing volume. What is going on here, and why did this just move? That's what I want to know. Because before I think about fading it, because that's my general response to this stock, yeah, it's nowhere close to 70 cents. I mean, that's where I like it on Vinco. Vinco gets to 70, and there's nothing I'm missing, then I want to be shorting it up there. I'm going to pay for locates right now.
All right.
How much time is left? Oh, goodness. Finish my banana here.
Getting ready.
What have we done?
Getting ready. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to blast anybody's ears off right here. As we're getting ready to rock and roll. Okay, so Amazon, we took our last short here. We're waiting for that. Netflix is 50 cents in the money. Is taking out right now. What am I talking about? Is taking out 333 right there. There it goes. Starting to blast up. Yes, let's go. This is a good trade, man. Awesome. We're now 50 plus cents in the money on this trade. So, yeah, man. I mean, here we go. We're going to start the day off. Well, we started the day off great, and we're going to end the day off great here because Amazon's starting to blast. I have an offer up here near 334. The amount of money that those kids and we all spend on Amazon. Let's see if this can get back up to the upside. 333.80 right there on Amazon. So yeah, man, that's one trade there. And all my other ones are pretty well established. You know, a little bit of a break, 5 or 6 cents higher than this. Here it goes. There goes AM. I mean, the market's absolutely blasting, by the way, right now. So as it continues to go up, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get knocked out of this trade, this 71.01 or whatever this fill is right there. Would not be surprised if we get knocked out of that. So watch out. 71.05, we're out of this trade. Obviously, Amazon is still hanging out. You know, we got this out here. 98.40 is our out on that one. So if the market fades, we got it there on Amazon. So that should be all good. Other than that, it's just... you know, it's, oh, there goes Netflix. Okay, so Netflix really starting to go now up to, okay, here we go. So this is going to be a good move here in the end of the day here. 333.50 for Amazon, for Netflix, sorry. Upside move, 334 coming in again. So here we go. Amazon to the rescue. I think I'm going to put it at 70, man. 333.70. Let's see if we can take a smooth dollar on this to the upside. One more push. I was at 33.90 there, but I'm going to go to 70 just to take this dollar in case we don't get that high. But Amazon's trying to go. Netflix trying to go.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Tesla up at 122. It doesn't seem to want to join the party yet, but the longer the market continues this rally, I think just the higher it goes. TSM just had to come out. Of course, I changed it to the bull, and then the first thing I do is short TSM. There was one dip down in there to about 86.90, but now this is off to the races. I got PDD, which is about to trail up, but outside of that, I think we're just going to be long into the imbalances, which come in 12 minutes. So when the imbalances come through, I don't know if we got an early look there. If we did, I missed it. I'll maybe ask Brendan if we can get that from Financial Juice just to see which way it's leaning. If it is going to be a buy imbalance, this market is only up 0.6 in the NASDAQ. There's still room to go. I'm going to pull up the futures here because it's just a lot easier for me to do it this way. Like the NASDAQ has taken out the high and is now just absolutely churning. The ES is about to take out the high of the day in approximately, I don't know, like 2 ticks or whatever. So we're breaking out the top with room to like 1%. And if we go 1%, I can't imagine Tesla not breaking the high. I can't imagine, like, Meta could get to 138. So I do want to have some exposure to the long side. And look, I want to go back over to that Newegg because I just said, like I said, I like 2 a little bit better than that 220 area. So on the way back in, it's like, why keep fighting it? The original longs at 60s, and then like 70s were good. And then every time I just tight stop on the way back in, this is going to go to $2 at this point. So like, it's getting to 2, in my opinion. I'm not going to do anything until it gets to 2, even if I have time for that to happen. And just throwing some targets out for Tesla. The current high here, if it goes another 50 pennies, and then I'm looking at yesterday's close, 123.5. That'll be one of those lines in the sand. I keep seeing, I feel like it's a trap if I look at a firm, because I always think short a firm, and this market is super strong. Enter like 3 times. Yeah, it just got to $13. This is not the time of day to stand in front of something like in a firm. Too much short interest. The way the market's pressing upside, I don't want to fight that at all. Mullen was at least, not Mullen, BBIG was at least interesting because I always like those big fade plays when you go parabolic like this. But running out of time, I don't want to pay for locates unless I'm getting it at 70. And there's only about 20 minutes left here. So if it's not going to make a press to 70, that's the level I like. I don't want to really compromise on that. It sets up the risk to reward a little better. I'm going to scalp some Tesla out because I want to get paid out here and then get back on the bid. So I'm going to get back on the bid here beneath 122. Let's go like 121, like 90s or so. Because if that's what it wants to give me, that's what I'm going to take. It's out in front of the high and then try to buy the dip. And if it breaks out, just hold those trailing stops and see if we can't rally and close on the highs. If we close on the highs, Tesla, it hasn't gone green. I just think it has a chance to be able to go green. I heard you yell my name there, Shawn.
I'm getting them to fill a milk jug for you.
That's right. With 20 minutes to go, you got to get prepared. A, that means getting some milk. B, that means making sure I have my yogurt and a spoon to eat it with because, as you know, we are running out of time. That chip challenge is... it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're getting pretty close here, and you guys are about to see what pain looks like in real life. But it's all about how long can we last, right? Like, can you hold out hope? Hopefully it's not too bad. I have no idea except for the fact that the hottest thing I've ever had was about 600,000 on the Scoville units, and that was a hot wing. This is 2.2 million. So to say that I'm in uncharted territories, like this is basically it. This is uncharted territory, at least for me. I eat hot food all the time. This is not in my comfort zone, so we're going to find out.
Yeah, sorry, as I was gone there, I had to go to the bathroom because we've been chugging this, man. Now we're at the 5 o'clock mark, so we just hit that. I'm going to put it away now.
Don't chug too much.
You don't want water for this challenge. Yeah, and that's what I was yelling. I responded to the kids there. They're filling up a milk jug for Uncle Neil. They're getting one for me as well as we get ready to rock and roll. What's up, Rendo?
This Vinco Ventures move, they did get a delisting notice. That was after the close 2 days ago, so there's that, but not much else. And I'm seeing tons of talk, though, on social media for BBIG.
Yes? Oh, there's only a tiny bit of milk? Okay. You have to go. Greg can let you into the lunch, and then there's a milk in there. There's a milk carton in there. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, she kills me, that girl. There she came over to say, Daddy, there's not enough milk in the fridge. So we can just go get a milk carton. Arun can do it. Yeah, okay, Arun's going to go take care. Thanks, Arun, for that one. Oh, man, that daughter of mine, I'll tell you that much right now. Okay, so, Daddy, there's not enough milk. This girl's too much for me. All right, so let's go. All right, we did get stopped out. Now I'm all discombobulated, but we did get stopped out there of AMD, of course, as it rips up to the top, so there's no doubt about that. We're going to be doing this at the desk with Brendan, so that's what we're doing. Someone said we should be downing honey as well, so you know, there's going to be lots of possibilities right there as we go. But yeah, am I sure? I don't want my kids here, to be honest with you. They were just literally at the art gallery, which is right in the same vicinity in downtown Toronto here, and they're on a holiday today. And they want to be here. And I give them pretty much whatever they want. So
that's how it works, man.
Yeah, let's go, man. I'm going to traumatize my kids. Yeah, probably.
You want to know what's scary?
As we go on.
I am absolutely not making this up. Before I put my daughter, by the way, I'm going to stop out Tesla at 120, 180. This reload, we'll see how it goes. But I put my daughter to bed, and she's like, Daddy, because I get up really early, can you wake me up to give me a hug before you go to work? I'm like, okay. I'm like, what do you think? I'm not going to survive the challenge? Like, what's going on here,
Does
man?
she know
Like,
about it?
She knows, she does, but she has no concept
Right,
for
she
what
doesn't know
spicy
how-
is.
what
It's
you're
like
into.
she doesn't understand that this is how dumb or bad it is.
Right.
But she knows that I'm doing something silly
She
on.
just knows that it's really
Yeah,
dumb.
something silly is happening on Daddy's show, and that she'll never do anything this ridiculous in her life.
She probably will.
That's the sad part.
You know,
It's
I mean, you know,
because your kids are destined to do like crazier things than you did. Hopefully that's not true, but
maybe. I
here
don't
we
know.
are.
Oh, we're having some fun.
There's the milk.
Yes, thank you, Bears.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much
for that.
Bears.
Yeah, on the
we
big
can-
desk.
Or maybe just take it to the desk. Yeah, if you can.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
And the bowls of yogurt. Let's go.
Wow.
This is how we do it.
That's how we do.
Get these kids to work for you. 15 minutes.
Oh goodness.
15 minutes.
Yeah, you can let him in. Yeah. Just tell Greg.
What's the problem now?
Oh, well, a former trader showed up. Like there's
What the hell's going on
there's
here?
like one of our traders from like back in the day, from years ago, has showed up because maybe he just heard and people just want to see us in pain, but I haven't seen him in a few
People
years.
like us that much that, you know, no one comes to visit us on
can't-
normal days, right? But the minute that it's pain time, it's like, yo, we're there, man. We're
Like
there.
seriously,
we're there, we're
people.
there. All right. So Amazon.
Narius says hi, by the way.
Who?
One of our buddies' older brothers in high school, who wasn't even like our boy, like he was like a few years older than us. He's watching the stream right now because even he wants to see our pain. So yeah, shout out. What's up, Narius? What's up, Wayne? This is gonna suck for us. They're putting the tarp. Is there a shot of this right now? Get a shot of what the heck is happening right now. This is overkill.
What exactly is happening? Do we have a shot
Okay,
there?
I don't know if we have a shot. What's up, Milan? Right now they're putting a tarp.
These
There's
idiots
a
spilt
tarp
the
on the
milk.
desk right now.
They spilt the milk.
And they spilt the milk.
I mean, these guys literally, like, if this is like if this is like a sign of what's to come, this is not.
I don't even want to be in it. Like this is
not going to go well.
This is just bad omens everywhere right now.
This is not going to go well.
So screwed.
Okay, right there. So by the way,
do you
right
spill
there,
the
I didn't
milk?
realize that we had an out there for Amazon because again, I put 2 outs at 98, so we're out of the trade. But you know what? It don't matter. Milk spilt be damned. We're making some. Money. Well, there it is, man. We've got that nice little money trade there. It's only 15 cents. I wish it was more on that Amazon trade. But again, here it is right here. Short, and out right there for Amazon. And now we just got to wait. So that was a good trade. We'll go, we need some milk here. There it is, breaking it out. And then Netflix right now trying to go, man. We're in the money now, 50 cents on Netflix. It just stopped out at 50. Hey, you want to do that again, Netflix? I'm just going to take this out there at this level as we are getting very, very close. You know what? I have to just take this out right now. Let's ring the register here at 331.01. Hopefully we can get one more blast up. We'll get out of all of our trades, and then we will, start to pray up,
get really prepared
for this, as we got to get really prepared for this. Arun may take the wheel. He may not. Now Arun just dropped his phone. Like everybody is really in panic mode around here right now. I'm already mentally prepared.
I'm
bro.
mentally prepared.
I'm ready to rock
I got
and
my
roll.
stop in Tesla.
There it is. Let's go. We are now out. Come to my screen here quickly, Fahad. There it is. We are now out of Netflix on a nice little buy and out right there at VWAP. We just got out 333. We'll put 40 cents in our pocket and smoke it right there. So that was a good trade right there for Netflix. We do have the market on close and balance coming out at 350. So we're getting ready to rock and roll with that. Get your merchandise, Trader TV Live. I'd rather be trading than eating a chip, as you can see on my shirt right now.
I'd rather be doing anything than eating a chip.
We're going to get ready to rock and roll. There we go. There. See, now they're cleaning up and everything. You see that little yellow thing? That's honey.
Yeah, the honey is apparently going to be good.
Oh, we can't get any dust or whatever flavor on Brendan's computer. So we got to cover that all up over there. This is going to be really great. Hey, 8 Ball, how bad? Will Neil and I survive this relatively well?
Oh, we'll survive.
Relatively well.
We'll survive. Everything's going to be fine.
You may rely on it.
Your dad's
there
gonna
it
be
is
fine.
right there.
It's not going to be that bad, trust me.
It is. That's what I read.
Okay, so no, Marissa just said that Shawn said it's going to be worse than childbirth.
No.
You said
on Reddit. I said
Reddit
this
said
is
that.
all not. This is
okay. Okay.
There were females. Obviously, we cannot birth children.
Of course
Neil.
not. Well, I mean, obviously.
So yeah, I don't.
So you read it on Reddit that someone said it's worse than
you read
childbirth.
whatever you want on Reddit.
I mean, that's
Reddit
utter
fugazi
nonsense,
itself.
obviously.
I mean, Reddit. Oh man, here we go. We're getting ready to rock and roll here. It's 3:48. Thank you so much for joining. We got a couple of super chats in there. Shout out, man. 6,000 viewers right now. Thank you so much for becoming a member. 50 free gifts. True Trading Group. What a surprise. They're in here right now. Thank you so much, True Trading Group. 50 free memberships is right here right now. Thank you to our friends always at True Trading Group. Thank you so much for stepping up as well.
Got to remind them one thing here.
We did get some super chats.
A big one. If you want to join in the chat, guys, like
50 more free memberships.
The chat's going wild. The free memberships, everything that happens inside of the chat. And you cannot join the chat or follow the chat if you're not subscribed.
Yeah.
So just hit the subscribe, and then you can enjoy the nonsense and fun that's going on here in the chat. And it's only going to get crazier in the next 10 minutes, guys. Another super chat in there. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks,
Web Monkey. Bring the pain. We got this. You better believe we got this. And if we don't, we're doing it anyway. So we got about 10 minutes. We'll give you the imbalances like normal, I think. No reason not to. That'll come out in about a minute or so.
People are loving it, man. The chat is going. Come over here to my screen here. You see the chat's going epic right now.
Thank you.
A lot of people here enjoying this. Look at the chat going crazy. There's 100 free memberships. It's $5 a month. Thanks for that donation. There's a nice super chat there. The pain will be fine, boys. Here it is. It's all going nuts. 2-month membership. What's up to everybody? Thank you so much for being here, man. You have now found the best trading show on YouTube, bar none.
The only trading show.
You know, we're being here. We're really rocking it. I have over 130 fills today alone. We've had some monster trades, including Apple today, including Tesla, including Meta. A lot of good trades coming on board. We're ready to rock and roll, man. Sign up for our watch list, watchlist.tradertv.live. But make sure you hit that subscribe button because guess what? This is what we do. Educate, entertain. What was the last one?
And inform, baby.
Inform. So let's go, man. Hopefully this is a little bit edutainment coming out here. And I just hope to educate everybody to not do these. Okay, here we go. Here comes the imbalances right now with only a couple of seconds. Let's see what we're going to throw down right now. And here are the market on close imbalances brought to you by not many shares today. The Qs are here as a sell. That's going to be the NASDAQ. So we can see what's going to happen with the NASDAQ here, whether or not it goes down or not. Google's as a sell. We have Google, you know, class A. And then down here, the next class is a buy. So those are going to cancel each other out. AAL on here, Verizon on here. All right, we're getting ready to rock and roll. The heat's picking up here. There's more bodies in here now, I feel like, than there ever has been.
It's getting serious, man.
We're getting ready to rock and roll.
It's getting
Arun's
serious.
going to, I think, take the wheel here for the next little while. All right, yeah, we are going to do it now. Arun's going to take it over.
We're going to go up to
Sharif,
the
you
desk
wanna
and
sit
get
here? You
ready
have your
here.
mic.
Let's do this. It's about to
Fahad
go.
has
By the way,
mic.
shout
Okay.
out and thank you everybody for the super
All right, let's
chats.
go.
Thank you for the memberships. It's been absolutely flying off here. We're going to get ready. You know what's up. We got to get our preparation on here. Arun's going to sit down on the desk just in case we have to go to it. We got everybody kind of locked and loaded. The trading floor just got quiet.
It's man up time.
It's about time to do this. I don't know why. I still don't know if Fahad's doing it. I hope he is.
Kids are here.
Let's do this, man.
All right, let's do this.
Don't need
All
the
right,
water.
We're gonna pass it over to Arun. I'm going to bring
You here?
these chips up there. Get our wheel ready. We're ready to rock and roll. Actually, hold on a second. Let me just...
All right. We are here. Can you guys hear me? The chat. Hopefully the mic is good to go.
Yeah, you keep reading the chat. I'm just closing my platform.
Sweet. All right.
I got to double check to make sure I
Too bad,
cancel all my
Sharif, if you want to
orders
just
and
sit
all
here
that.
for entertainment, I know we don't have enough mics to go around, but this should be a
Did I
good one.
cancel everything?
Double check. Just got to make sure that before, these guys don't make it out alive, that all their orders are gone and they're flat. Let's take a quick look at imbalance. While they're doing their thing, let's take a quick look at imbalance.
Yo.
Open tape, whatever.
Yo, what the, you at least
I
clean it
can't
up.
think straight right now. Open is
this.
6.5 million shares to the buy side.
I'm going to get milk all over
RLU.
myself.
What is this?
All right.
I don't even know what this is.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Are
Dude,
you
that's
guys?
gonna get all over
these
our
guys are so busy, so I'm just gonna talk. You guys can't see our screens. You guys don't care anymore. It really doesn't matter because pretty much we're going into a long weekend, and when we go into a long weekend, people kind of just stop doing their jobs, and it seems like this trading floor, everyone stopped trading. Everyone's standing up behind us. They want to see the carnage, what's about to happen. Sharif, it's right up there.
Where's that?
Sharif, I know they can't hear you. Oh, you got a mic? You got a mic?
I meant to get where's the doesn't work.
Okay. We can share a mic.
No, it's okay.
You know this is not going to go well.
Oh no, it's definitely not. From the videos that I've seen, anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
make sure you get
it's
some
gonna be
gloves.
interesting. What do you have? What's your call? Who makes it the
over,
longest?
Under? Over under?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. I say I'm just gonna put some. I'm gonna put some money on Neil.
Yeah, I'm
I know
gonna
he
put a
eats
little money
hot
on
sauce.
Neil. Yeah.
I see him eat hot sauce, maybe not to this level. Neil's over there praying, I think. I know Brandon, our floor manager, was actually putting out a little prayer for these guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how well this is gonna go, but I know it's not gonna go well.
Here's my analysis.
Yeah.
I think Fahad takes a little bit, surprises a little some of us.
Okay, we're going.
All right, they're going. Get ready for the show, guys. This is the real show. Now it begins.
All right.
Okay,
we
we're
are
good.
here. They are getting ready. We're going to talk us through a little bit what is happening right now. The gloves are on.
I know this one is
This
barely
one-
fitting.
The
Mine-
plastic
Where's my gloves?
protection is on the entire desk.
Why did we
because
buy
that's all I
gloves for
care
like?
about.
Brother, where's my gloves?
What gloves? You
Here,
doing this?
I'm
doing
only
this.
wearing one glove each anyways. There you go.
All right. just one
Fahad
glove.
doesn't. Oh, there we go.
I got one.
All right.
appreciate
Scale of 1 to 10. How's the nerves right now?
10 pretty much.
10.
But I mean, it's just because it's more anticipation.
Yeah,
we got to
definitely.
do this. So
Oh, I gotta take this off.
You walked in front of the camera, Arun.
what does that even smell like?
This is
Production and whatnot, you know?
this is out of control. By the
Honestly,
way.
it smells rotten.
It does smell. It smells rotten.
Yeah.
I'll call you.
Is there like an expiration on these things?
This is this. So this is like this thing is ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
By the way, it's a
This
gigantic.
is thick.
This is the most ridiculous chip of all
Yo,
time.
hold on, guys, please.
No, I'm looking at it.
What does that smell? Is that?
That's what do you think the smell is, man? Fahad, what do you think the smell is? The crazy
Yo,
chip that
really?
we're
Like
about to
we
eat.
did this for 5,000 likes. There's like
ridiculous.
5,000 people here.
Is there
What is going on right now? Can we get a shot of this?
Neil, talk about the smell a little bit. Is there a hot sauce that reminds you of that?
Absolutely not. No.
It doesn't smell.
No, this is on a different level. That's all I'm going to say. It's on a very
It
different level.
honestly, I
just
can,
tastes
I
like
can
I've ever-
smell it from here. It smells.
That might have been a problem.
It smells rotten.
Can we just?
All right, ready? Oh, do we have the timer ready to go?
Proud, you know how to do that?
Yeah, this isn't going to go in one piece.
put
By
it-
the
yeah,
way.
I'm,
use your camera one ready, Proud.
I'm about to show everybody. I'm going to take these
There
guys
it is.
down
There it is. Timer's on the screen.
pretty easily right now.
Yeah, hold on, guys, please.
It's
I
not
got-
going
I
in
have-
one shot. You
I
gotta
have
go
a
in
support
pieces.
system. Real quick.
What's your support system?
Arun's gonna hold my hand.
Come on, Arun.
You're good. You're good. I believe in you, Fahad. You can do it.
Thank you, bro.
Come on now.
It smells so
All right,
good.
let's go.
All right, let's go.
Do we have the thing ready?
Is everyone ready? Yeah, this timer's on the screen. Brad, you got to start the timer.
Do not do this at home.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. They are eating the chip. Initial reactions? No, it's bad. It's bad.
This is going to be bad.
This is gonna be bad. Don't rub your nose, Fahad. There's a lot of seriousness going on right now.
This is about 5.
Guys, we're at-
This is 5x the worst I've ever
We're
had.
at
I'm
20.
trying not to talk.
We're at 25 seconds.
You guys want to know how to keep me quiet?
Yeah. We're at 30 seconds right now into the hot chip challenge.
I think I'm good.
Fahad is slamming the desk already.
I think I'm good.
Someone describe the feeling.
To be honest,
Wow.
right now, so here's what I put it.
All right.
The hottest wing I ever had, by this moment I was crying.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to come in.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make it to the minute, no problem.
All right.
And I'm just going to let it roll.
3,
'Cause this
2,
hurts.
1. That is 1 minute for all 3.
Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about
We're
it.
still
Yo, mute
going.
me. I have the hiccups.
We're still going.
I feel pretty good about this.
Wow.
Fahad, reaction?
It's not funny.
Here it comes.
This was actually
Here
horrendous.
it comes. Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. You good, bro?
What color am I?
Some shade of gray
Look at my
at the
thumb.
moment.
Like it's all on the. Oh my goodness. That's the residue from the chip. That's why I want to wear gloves, man.
I have to do it.
138. 138. The yogurt is in play at 138.
It ain't doing shit. I mean, it's not doing anything.
Doesn't help. I was wondering if I was going to do anything.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
Oh my god.
People are concerned about Fahad.
This hits differently.
Woo!
No other spice
getting real.
hits the same spots.
Now it's getting real.
The problem is I swallow. If you just kept it in your mouth,
No, I swallowed it. I don't know what I was planning on not swallowing it.
The throw
But
part got me.
this is bullcrap. Holy fudge.
The pain is real. The pain is real.
This hurts a lot.
We are 2
everything
minutes
is
and
good.
20 seconds
Yo, okay,
into this.
Listen, I've experienced spice before. The difference is my tears
Yo,
are
look at my
spicy.
eyes, man. This is crazy.
This makes your tears spicy. My
eyes are
eyes are
burning?
burning right now.
This was 5,000 likes in the making.
That's some.
How long has it been?
It has been 2:39, 2 minutes 40 seconds. What was the
Nice job.
second level?
5 minutes, 1, 3, 5.
1, 3, and 5. So we gotta get to 3 minutes here,
I'm
guys.
glad I tapped out.
3 minutes.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
How many likes do we have on the video right now? How many likes do we have?
2.3. Why do we not have 5,000
Bro,
likes
please.
again, guys? There's 2 minutes left in the show. Hit the like. Look at Neil. He's in pain.
No, you're sweating like crazy.
You ate? I won.
Yeah.
I didn't win. Oh, I'm going home. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm good.
Fahad has walked off the stage.
We can't close the show.
Oh my God, someone else has to talk. I can't talk right now.
Fahad, turn
All
on
right,
my mic.
3:30 into this.
Thanks
Oh
for
my
wa-
goodness.
thanks
Is
for watching.
it getting better or is it getting worse?
No, this is
It's
not
getting
doing
worse.
anything right now.
It's
It's getting worse.
Like I'm about to like just chug this honey.
Go for it.
No.
Can you tell Pratt to turn on my mic?
All right.
Let's go back
Thanks
to
for
those
watching.
guys.
Have a good weekend.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Arun, louder.
All right,
Holy
guys.
crap.
You guys see what's going on right there? That's the two of them that's left right now. And this is,
Is it getting better at
only
all, or
the
no?
beginning, because
Nope.
I don't know what they got
It's not
themselves
getting
into.
any better, man.
No, we've got time.
That's
Chill.
brutal.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2. Fahad
The market
can't
is
even wait because the
closed.
market just closed. There we go. Now we are officially closed, and these guys are still suffering. I don't know if you guys care, but there's honey being drank. There's milk and yogurt. Fahad's running around.
4 minutes
not
and
knowing
30
what
seconds.
to do, and this is not over, guys.
How much
This
of the
is
chip
not
did you
over
even eat,
just
though?
yet.
Dude, on the
If you
screen,
want
4
us
minutes
to
and
be
40
entertained,
seconds.
Keep it going, because
10 minutes,
Yeah, these
Fahad
guys are gonna
was.
be here for a while. I don't see them leaving right now. I know there's snow outside, so maybe, just maybe, some snow might help, but I doubt it.
I feel terrible. right now.
Yeah, Brendan.
I maybe need that.
Brendan's a
back,
little busy right now, but this is
I think I just rubbed my eye.
all right. One thing
Is
I
it
will
like
say
typical
though,
spice,
as the
or is
market
it like-
closes out and Neil is there eating yogurt, Shawn's in the corner crying, hit the like. We need those likes. If you want to see this potentially again one more time, hit the likes. We do need to get those likes up. These guys did it for 5K likes. I do think that's a challenge that Neil thought that would never happen. Turns out you guys made it happen. So hit the likes one more
No,
time.
there's another one over here.
See if we can get those likes up, just so they understand to never underestimate you guys and your like counts. But right now, I don't have the numbers up. How did the market finish? Positive. Up on the day. So we've had a positive week. Keep in mind, in terms of levels, we're going into a long weekend, right? So there's not going to be a whole lot to do until we figure out how we come back on Tuesday morning. We're back on Tuesday. Long weekend, guys, here in the U.S. market. So we will be back on Tuesday. So I'll come in on 9 a.m. on Tuesday to give you guys the levels that I'm going to be working with for next week. Should be a more exciting week, hopefully, than this week. I know things got a little slow. Whoa.
Yo, two-shot it.
Whoa,
Brad, two-shot it.
Whoa. Don't breathe on me, please. Yeah, Fahad, let me interview you. How are you doing? Can you speak?
I've yet to eat or drink anything till now.
Okay.
I ate half the chip though.
Kudos to you.
Yes.
I know you're sweating, but your eyes aren't as red as Neil's. How are you handling life right now?
I don't know where I am.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going.
Yep.
I can't wait till what happens when I go home and sit on the toilet.
You said you were going to eat this. The plan.
Right. I was planning to spit it out.
Then.
I crunched it up in my mouth. I said I might as well just eat it.
But you didn't want to suffer the
I
consequences
didn't,
of.
so I'm terrified now. But yo, all I know is they made a poll on who's gonna last the longest,
And who won?
and I didn't win the poll.
You didn't win the poll.
But I won in
They
real
had
life.
no faith.
But I won in real life.
Yeah, like if
You're
this.
not on?
Stop.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, they can hear me now. Yo, guys. Shawn ate half the chip.
Yep.
Neil ate 3/4 of the chip.
Okay.
And I ate half a chip.
Okay.
I'm not disqualified.
Okay.
I feel like full chip, half chip, it's going to hit the same.
Okay.
Personally, that's what I think.
Sure.
I won. I've yet to drink or eat.
Okay.
I've yet to drink or eat.
All right.
So because I'm winning, can I wrap it up today? I want to appreciate everyone for watching this. Whoever voted for me in the poll, I want to appreciate you for believing me. People like to call me the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the one and only. I really do everything. It's me, it's what I do. I'm good at everything. I've yet to lose till today. I know you guys heard stuff about bowling. That was all a lie. I let them say that for content and whatnot, but me not lose, okay? So that's what I want to say. Shout out to all my people, all the Fahad supporters, and all the women that love me out there. I want to shout out Shawn, Neil, Arun for holding my hand. That
Yes,
helped
sir.
a lot.
See?
My
I got
G.
you. I
That
talk
helped a
trash,
lot.
we talk trash,
Because
but I
the
got
whole
you.
every time I wanted to start crying, I just sniffed my hand.
There you go.
All right. I hope you guys are here Tuesday. The market's closed on Monday. We're here Tuesday at 8:30 in the morning, and make sure you guys are good. We'll see you then.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Long weekend, guys. We'll
Have
see you guys
fun.
on Tuesday.
Take care.